Ah,
go.
there we go.
We are back.
What was that?
Magic.
Okay, welcome everybody. We did it.
Apologies for the delay, but we're back.
Yeah.
Looks like.
I am Jake McCune, joined by Connor Fultz with some
What's up?
insane stuff happening on the
Yeah.
battlefield right now.
What is going on?
So, okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is Legacy.
We got
This is-
Abzan
this is
Nickfit
real.
with some lingering souls on one side. The other side it looks like 4-color vial something.
That is correct. So, Patrick Michael Daly plays specifically the Enchantment and Planeswalker version of Nickfit that runs Rectors, both kinds, I believe. The newer one that gets Planeswalkers and the other one that gets Enchantments.
There it is.
Yeah, here's the Planeswalker
the
record.
namesake.
No sacrifice. Oh, one Cabal Therapy in the yard, actually. So, a flashback
get that
right
online
here.
now.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Ooh.
So, and a flashback Cabal Therapy, pretty much enabling exactly what this deck needs to do.
Which walkers are you going to get, though? That's
Exactly.
the question. Yes. Makes sense.
That one tends to absolutely ice everything in its path. I actually don't play Magic against Ugin. I say often to people, I just scoop when that card resolves.
Yeah, it
I don't play any
seems-
decks that can beat it, so it's like
Me
very
neither.
useless.
Yeah, it seems kind of like a lost cause, unless
it's-
you just have an immediate answer.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So Sean's deck is also definitely notable, though.
Yeah.
We kind of are used to it a little bit around here locally, but that is a Phyrexian Obliterator in the graveyard.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, he is a fan of trying to vial those suckers in. That is for sure.
That is some value.
Yep, it's extreme value, and you'll note that even though he has a 3-color deck, he does have 2 Bayous on the battlefield already too. So he knows what he's doing as far as trying to cast Obliterator, but he can't make black with that Noble Hierarch, you know.
Right.
All right. Scream Ranger off the battlefield. That is a dangerous one. All of those creatures off the battlefield.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, the Aether Vials get to stick around.
Sean has 1 card in hand, looks like.
Yeah.
So, let's just see if he can rebuild here, but
It's pretty
Ugin's tough to beat.
Yeah, it's pretty damn. He clearly seems to have some sort of out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got like a trophy or something,
That's fair.
or some other form of planeswalker.
Only a
removal.
1 card in hand, though, is Sean. All right. Look at the draw here. There's another vial in hand. Yikes.
Not what you want to see.
Certainly not. But immune to Ugin.
True. Is that another Ugin in his hand? It is. Patrick's just going Ugin heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It's, you know,
Oop.
as far as 8-mana walkers go.
Yeah, it's honestly like it's definitely the first and possibly most frequent thing you get in the Nyx Fit deck when you're trying to get a Planeswalker.
Yep.
Shalai, though,
Ooh.
coming in for Sean in step. You're going to be able to battle in on this Ugin if Patrick doesn't have any way to deal with it. Yeah, Vial is a nice way to play around Ugin for sure. He's going to be able to, you know, instant speed his creatures in. Ooh. So Sean must have done that in response to Ugin activation.
Yeah.
Which is fair, I guess. There's no real value in not doing that. All right, sailing across the air, 3 for Sean is Shalai, and he's got 1 card. It's a Caracas. All right. He's really just trying to ride this Shalai out against an Ugin, which is not a great battle because Ugin ticks up for like 2, right?
Yeah.
So
it's going to take 2 turns, I think, for Shalai to get rid of Ugin.
So he can tick up Ugin, but he just can't target, right? He can still continue to tick Ugin up. There's nothing that stops him from doing that.
Is there a list for the Obliterator deck? I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, actually, Sean may have one online somewhere.
Yeah, but not that I know.
None that we have. It'd be nice. We want to get Cardboard Live up for the weeklies at some point, but that's kind of a difficult prospect in all honesty.
That Enchantment Rector?
Yeah, on top. Yes, that is the one.
Okay, so he's playing both.
Yes.
And he's going to go ahead and get it off the battlefield with Ugin, it looks like.
Yeah.
Shooting his
pretty
own.
smart.
Yeah,
that's
shot
actually
his own
sweet.
Rector.
That's super sweet.
He's going to get.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, the Splendor. Which.
So that's going to make Sean's
Well,
life pretty difficult here.
Actually, here's what I'm wondering here. It just goes onto the battlefield, right?
Yeah.
And then, but doesn't it target somebody?
Is that Overwhelming Splendor? Is that what that's
Yeah,
called?
I'm gonna look it up. I
Can't
have
remember.
it here. We have it. We have the card
Oh,
fetcher
we
over
have
here.
yeah.
5. All right, let's check this out. Enchant player. How is he being enchanted right now if he has hexproof from Shalai? Right?
Yeah, that's curious.
How does that work? I mean, so the other thing to note is that Sean is a level extreme judge. He used to be very high up in the judge community. He definitely knows all the rules interactions that are relevant here. So I absolutely trust what's happening when he's playing on the battlefield. It's just a very interesting. I think that he. No, I guess it is attacking as a 1/1.
And what is Shalai? Does Shalai read like hexproof? You have hexproof, right?
Yeah, and so I think it must have something to do with the Arena Rector trigger, or with the Academy Rector trigger.
Maybe.
Interesting. Very interesting. What just happened with this Knight of Autumn here? Did it blow up something?
I think he might be playing it as a 4/3. I don't think it blew up anything.
Yeah.
Or maybe he gained life, the other option.
Very interesting. Okay. Checking it out. Sean says I have nothing in
Therapy,
hand.
Sack Explorer, looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Just trying to get some lands, and both
Yeah.
of the players
Well,
can benefit from this.
Patrick has a second Ugin in his hand. We know that.
Wow!
So.
Wow! Yeah.
He's one mana away from. Oh, it looks like Sean's just scooping it up here.
Yep. Totally.
Okay. Curious to see what the deal was with that Splendor, because wouldn't Patrick have to enchant himself if that's the case?
I kind of don't. I kind of want to get up and ask.
Yeah.
It's so weird. If you don't mind entertaining chat for a minute.
No, I do not mind.
Okay. We're gonna find out.
All right. Sounds good. So while Jake finds out what's going on with that, we get a ruling. What's going on, chat? How's life? It's my second time casting. Very happy to be here. Been on a bit of a break from Magic as of late, but I'm always stoked to be back casting here in the beautiful city of Seattle. We're just trying to get a ruling on, because Patrick got Overwhelming Splendor off a Rector trigger, but Sean had Shalai out, which says that he has hexproof. So trying to see how Sean could have been targeted.
That's hilarious. All right. So
what's our answer?
Per Sean.
Yeah.
It is not cast. He is not targeted. It is put directly into play attached to him.
Okay, so because there's no cast trigger, then there's no target.
Because of the wording of Arena Rector or Academy Rector.
So you were right on with that.
Yeah. That is confirmed. It basically slides under hexproof.
Okay.
If Sean had protection from a color, it would be different. Apparently. But yeah.
So it looks
like a bunch
Patrick's
of trophies and a bunch of ley lines.
Yeah, Patrick drew and is mulling the trophy ley line heavy hand. And we are still playing with old school mulligan rules.
Yeah, I mean, the London mulligan is not legal.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Facts. I'm not that concerned.
But just so everyone at home knows.
Yeah, exactly. Even as a local, we're not playing with war cards, even though they're out everywhere except paper Magic events, basically.
This is the last week of Legacy before War is released.
Yeah.
So
we will have the first Legacy event with those cards legal this Saturday.
Indeed.
Excuse me, folks. Coming up, there's an event called Puget Sound Battleground, put on by a lovely man named Dylan Jupp and his Store Geek Fortress around here. And this Saturday in Tacoma, you will be able to play in a big Modern or Legacy tournament, your choice. Come on down and sign up. If you have not, I think most of the Seattle Legacy community is going to be out there. Certainly most of the Seattle Modern community is going to be out there as well. It'll be a fun day trip out to Tacoma, and some good high-level tournament action.
War will be legal then.
Yeah.
So we'll have
First day. So
maybe some cards, maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see. Word on the street is that new. I'm already forgetting. Not Teferi.
Ugin?
Narset. New Narset is nutty.
Is it?
In Miracles?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, new Narset is a Leovold effect. Says players can't draw more than one card a turn.
Yeah, I could see that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Also, Ugin in Eldrazi Post, I've heard some rumblings. Making things cheaper is generally a good thing to be doing when you play expensive stuff, so makes sense.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think New Ugin will make some splashes in the colorless. His deck has evolved so much, I'm not sure if Sean knows. So, like, yeah, I don't know if Sean even knows what he's playing on any given week. It's kind of like he just kind of tosses a dart at a wall.
It's a mismatch.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding. There could be Dark Depths combo in this Phyrexian Obliterator deck. I don't know, but like that's definitely on the table.
Very possible.
So, did we just see him scoop last round, basically?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm going to update the scoreboard real quick. Okie doke. Bird's Paradise is the start off of Savannah. Again, Phyrexian Obliterator, folks. Okay, Brainstorm is the draw for Sean, and he's going to follow it up with Fetch Land. Patrick's not a slow one. Patrick's saying, come on, do something silly. He's going to fetch. He's probably going to... Oh, he's just going to jam Leovold. Okay. I don't know how great that is against Nick Fit, in all honesty. Like,
I don't either.
Yeah.
Do they draw cards?
No, not really.
Anyway.
Look at this. This is, I believe
Living
this
Wish.
is... Okay, that's Living Wish. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
It's going to go find something?
We'll find out.
Veteran Explorer, maybe?
Aha.
Tower.
Yeah,
Looks like Tower.
That's good. So he must have something to sacrifice in hand. It's a good way for him to tutor for a sacrifice outlet. Probably Notion Thief. Also, yeah, definitely in that category. All right, in for 3 goes Leovold. And follow up, wow. Follow up Anafenza the Foremost. This is awesome. I'm so happy.
Spice card against Nick Fit.
I love Sean right now. That dude just plays the best. He's having the most fun. All right, let's bring this up for the folks at home. I think there's 2 of them, yeah. So Anafenza the Foremost is a 4/4 for 3 mana. That's absent color mana. 1 white, 1 black, 1 green. Whenever it attacks with a +1/+1 counter another tap creature you control, that's fine. That barely even ever comes up. The important thing is if a creature card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. So this is shutting down a lot of Patrick's effects, specifically the Rector ones.
Yes, it is.
I believe does
very effective there.
Doesn't the other one still fetch up lands when it dies? It's just the Rector is the one that gets hit. We'll find out when play comes up. It's a little tricky there with the rules, but yeah, this definitely just straight shuts off Patrick's plan, and he's just willing to scoop to that entirely.
That's the game.
Well, there you go.
There we have game 2.
Yeah, that's a game 2, and that's nice because that means we'll get a game 3.
Looked like Patrick mulled the 6 on that one. He just never got going.
Yeah, I mean, we saw like Forest.
Bunch of lands.
Forest Go is like never what Nick Fit wants to do on turn 1. It's pretty bad to just give your opponent an entire turn, especially on the draw, right?
Really, I mean, it's a deck filled with important turn 1 plays.
Exactly.
So you want to be exploring or playing therapy or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So,
slow start. Sean punishes him.
Yeah, Sean had a very fast start.
Yeah, Leovold into Anafenza early.
Yeah, let alone the fact that he just played Leovold on turn 2. Anafenza is just a 4/4.
Yeah.
And so now he has 7 power in the battlefield on turn 3. And yeah, Patrick can't get his game plan going, so he just says that's definitely lights out for me.
Yeah.
Literally no way I can outplay that with the cards I have. So he's gonna maybe go back to his sideboard a little bit. Looks like Sean's doing the same.
That's a sweet sideboard card for Sean. Assuming it's in the sideboard, not main. Maybe it's main. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Hold on.
I could see it being mainable. And like a 4-color Vile creature deck.
Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely what this is. This is Vile Shenanigans
Yeah.
dot deck. It's amazing. Patrick failed to therapy name.
4-color Vile
It's
stuff.
true. It's true. He missed. That's a hard whiff.
4-color Vile stuff with Phyrexian Obliterators.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
why not?
Because Vile.
Because you have a Vile.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Vile
pay
makes,
4 black.
Vile makes all the colors, baby.
You just put it in there.
Makes any color that you need.
I did notice Sean tick up his Vile to 4 in game 1
Yeah.
pretty quickly, so I'm assuming he's got a number of 4 drops he wants to be putting in.
I think so, yeah.
Shalai, Obliterator.
Yeah, we saw Shalai come in. Certainly more than just Obliterator, but I think if he has Obliterator, there's probably 4. Obliterator's always in the 60. Yeah, he loves that card.
It's a great card. It doesn't see any
I
play.
have died to some of his Obliterators in the past, for sure.
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty slow one, though, for Sean.
Patrick looks like
But
he's
he does
got a
have
Karn, a Rector, some lands. Is that a ley line, maybe?
I think Sean has the Anafenza.
Throw that away.
Oh, man, that's right. He's playing Loyal Retainers in this
Ooh.
deck. That's so sweet.
Spicy.
Yeah, it's super sweet. This is a Fauna Shaman brew as well.
Right. Oh, so is this
I
most?
just keep coming up with stuff.
Do you
I don't
know
think
what
this is
the
quite.
most deck is?
Yeah, I don't
what
think
I'm
this is
talking about?
quite that. I think this is
Okay.
like maybe Sean's
Vile
special
most?
version. Well, most is a Vile deck for sure.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
right.
it always
okay,
has been.
I forgot.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited. I think he does have the influence of this. This is maybe a short one. It truly is going to depend.
Is Patrick always playing Nick Fit?
No, he is known for playing a lot of sillier decks, actually. He played a deck that was just like trying to cast the card Shared Fate as fast as possible. He played a deck that was Mono Blue Martyr. He plays that a lot, which is like a stupid, silly deck. Yeah. So no, he plays just weirder, wackier brews for the most part.
Mono Blue Martyr. That's a deck. That's a deck that you could play.
It is, in fact, a deck. All islands in that deck. So, you know. But Sean's found himself a keeper, and Patrick is continuing to mulligan. Yeah, Sean's deck is sweet. Loyal Retainers, Spell Queller, as we saw, Anafenza, a lot of shenanigans. The fact that this deck and most are independent developments is hysterical. I 100% agree with that statement. That is how I feel about that as well.
Patrick mulled the 6 again, it looks like. I saw a Rector, Knight of Autumn, and a Pernicious Deed, and Living Wish. Not Knight of Autumn, Living Wish.
Yep, looks like a Living Wish. Slow stuff. Turn 1 Vile from Sean is a great start.
Off of Fetch, presumably.
Yeah, it seems like he's declared what he is.
Gonna get something.
Getting.
Drop.
All right.
So second forest for Patrick. So assuming he's
he's
cast Living Wish here.
I think so. Yeah, he's just trying to decide how to best deploy this wish.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me practice early.
All right. Arena Rector. Oh yeah, so I think he does have one each of the Rectors in his sideboard, so you can find them that way.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's kind of like 6 Rectors and 4 Wishes in your main deck, right?
Right. Yeah. He does have a Rector in his hand, so I think the problem is the mana. So he's gonna get a Cavern.
He's really just having to get a land. Yeah, and that's gonna help. Not really against Sean's deck as far as like the countering.
But it is
Sean
a
doesn't have a lot of counter magic. Yeah, but it is a land, and I think that should be a big signal to Sean here as well that Patrick is land light, and obviously he's on a mulligan, so that should be apparent.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely a sign of weakness when you use your Living Wish for a land that doesn't matter.
Sean isn't on a Noble Hierarch clan though, so he is a little bit slow to the Vile. But now we have what's liable to be an explosive turn coming up. The Vile goes up to 2. There we go. Yeah, it lands the draw. That's exactly what he needed. I think he's just. I
Yep.
think his hand's chock full of good spells. We could cast Anafenza right now.
Got a potential 3 or 4 drop plus a Violon 2 that could do
Yeah.
something.
I think Sean's saying that there's really no reason for me to not do this right here.
Yeah, just drop it.
Yeah, just plunk it down. I mean, this
Yeah.
is pretty bad luck for Patrick Michael Daly here.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to deal with that before he can get his Rector going.
And what he really needs is a way to cast. I think most of his answers to this card are going to be in the form of like Abrupt Decays and stuff. He does not have black mana or Assassin's Trophies. So
Sean's just going to end up passing. Looked like he might have been doing something there end step, but
nah, yeah, just putting up the vial. I think he drew Leovold. No, that's very macabre. So, what are we doing here, Sean? We're not attacking with no fire.
yeah.
What's going on?
It's going to take 5.
Yep.
And the Exalted trigger there. Just passing the turn.
Yeah, I think he's just hoping to draw into outs here. Certainly, he must have some. And he can also do jump blocks,
Yeah.
you know.
There's an Explorer.
Yeah, not the best.
Patrick has a deed in his hand.
That's right. Okay,
So
he's
that
really
is a
just
potential
looking for
out.
He's really just looking for the black mana.
Right, yeah, because he can't cast Deed off Caverns. He's got 3 forests here.
Yep. Exactly that. Didn't Creature crack the top 100 play in Legacy. Sean immediately cuts it from the deck. Probably. He's got like a big spreadsheet side there somewhere with everything. It also factors heavily if he has judge promos of it or not.
Sounds like me.
All right, another 5. This is the clock.
There's the block.
Yep.
And that's big for Patrick.
Yep. And Patrick even exempling, just
but he can't search because
exactly.
of Anafenza.
Yeah, he put it into the graveyard and then he put it into wow. So Anafenza is just the stone nuts against this deck, and Sean has managed to find it in games 2 and 3. And Patrick Michael Daly has not managed to find good answers to it.
That's a Cavern that doesn't help cast Deed.
Yeah, even being aware of it game 3, look, you can see he kept a Cabal Therapy, right? I'm pretty sure he kept that in his hand. And I think thinking there is if I draw any black mana, I'm immediately snap naming Anafenza with a Cabal Therapy, and that's fine. The bad luck here is that he has ripped Forest, Cavern. And we have Sean just vialing in.
Aggressive vial of Macabre.
Yeah, well, when the cards you're looking to exile with it are already dealt with, and
now you get a counter off Anafenza too.
You get a 3/3 flyer, baby.
It's cutting that
This
clock.
is insane. Yeah, Sean is actually just beating up here.
Second
another
Hierarch.
Noble Hierarch. Why not? This is lights out unless Patrick finds black mana. And what has he got? I guess he could chump.
Rector. He could chump, yeah.
Second Rector.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Just can't find the swamps.
It really is. All he does have to do is deal with this once, and then he can claw his way back into this game. It really is just a matter of being able to play the cards that he has. Unfortunately, that is Magic the Gathering sometimes, and Patrick Michael Daly's top of his deck is not the kind to him here.
No. And this was another mold of 6 as well for Patrick.
Always something to keep in mind. So it's a tough stuff. That is how Nick Fit operates, though. It does very powerful things, but it doesn't have anything to smooth its draws. Doesn't have anything to really get the engine going. Yep, there
Patrick
it is. A
looks
bunch
at
of black
Plains,
cards,
which is just a rub-in.
Yep, a bit of a bad rub.
Wrong
from
land
the deck
off the
for
top.
Sure.
Variant's got him there, and Sean will take that one.
Yep. All right, that'll do it for this first match. What I'm going to do is get up and see if we have anyone that's going to Game 3 that's going to want to get on stream. Do you have any? Do you want to? Can we see if there's anyone that would be willing to go on camera? That'd be sweet. Yeah, all right. Sounds like Will is going to look. Unfortunate indeed. It's really cool to watch Sean's deck do cool stuff. It's true. You would have to name the right Anafenza. I love cards like that. People have gotten, into some scenarios over that stuff. I think Borborygma specifically. Someone like notoriously named Borborygmos with Pity Needle Forgetting that the original version of Borborygmos is just named Borborygmos. So he named that version and not the version that he meant to. And that was, a totally legal Magic play. Ooh, it looks like Sean's doing something with new Lavinia that he's explaining. That's spicy.
Very nice.
Table 6? Okay, cool. Very cool. Do we still have our sheet of stuff? Ah, there it is. Haha. We got it. Okay, sweet. So Table 6 is, hey, Aiden Jameson and Jeffrey Rafferty. So we'll get them lined up, and Connor is familiar with Aiden's deck of choice, which is 4-color loam.
Ooh, I wonder. Aiden has not been playing Loam lately. We'll see
Oh,
what he's
okay,
on.
that's cool. Maybe he isn't then. It feels like a lot of the loam players haven't been playing loam lately.
Yeah, well, it's not the best position right now, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
But pretty bad against Palace Jailer.
Not a lot of ways. You'd think that Punishing Fire would be pretty good against Palace Jailer, but I guess you need to attack, right?
Yeah, you gotta have some creatures to do that.
Yeah. Okay, special Aiden Jameson. Jeffrey Rafferty is his opponent. All right, here we go. Getting that dialed in.
So we'll see what Aiden's on. I think he was on some version of Blade recently, but that was a couple weeks ago. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know
What
what
he has today.
either of these cats are on either. We're going to figure it out and fill it in as we go.
Queen Marquesa outranks Jailer. I mean, I think Jailer's the better card, to be honest. But
that's a good joke.
But in the Monarchy, yes, this is true.
In the Monarchy, yeah, he's just a chump. Yeah, those cards are definitely. I mean, Palace Jailer is definitely starting to see a lot more play in Legacy as it's been around for a while. It's not like it's necessarily a new card.
I think it is a very key card in the meta right now. Actually.
Yeah, definitely.
More so than it's ever been.
I mean, it's white card advantage, which is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Is there a link to deck list? Didn't get a chance to check out Sean's deck. There is no link to Sean's deck, unfortunately.
So I'm trying to see what
Aiden's
playing here. Looks like he's on Loam. So that is a Punishing Fire in his hand. Unless he's on something else, but that would be my assumption.
Yeah, he probably is that alt art Punishing Fire.
Well, this is
Jeffrey Rafferty appears to be on something blue-white.
This is good then.
Blue dubs.
So Jeffrey's going to start out with a Ponder here.
Yeah, he's keeping up the Ponder too, so we know stuff's up. Oh, I think this is Blade if he's got a GT in hand.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty fair bet.
See what Aiden's actually on. Looks like Loam. That's a Bayou plus a Mox. Yep. It's going to pitch the Wasteland here, which makes sense. This is Blades, not a lot of targets. Just going to pass, leaving up P-Fire, assuming that's the case. Fetch pass from Jeffrey.
Yep. Just setups for the UW Blade player. It looks like they have a pretty slow hand off this Ponder, but they're keeping it off the strength of, I think, those just GT and Giddy and being really powerful cards.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. It's pretty even, usually speaking. Blade might be slightly favored. But
yeah. I actually don't know if this is game 2 or 3, by the way, as well. Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah. Aiden has a Grove and passes. He's got P-Fire in his hand, so he's just going to sit there and keep up removal, it looks like. Happy to see Aiden back on Loam.
Yeah.
As he was running some different stuff for a couple months.
Yeah, everybody kind of likes to mess around here too, play different decks. Yeah, this looks like back to basics Stoneblade for sure.
Yeah, back to basics in the main is, well, maybe this
is sideboard.
Post-board, sure. Yeah.
Game.
I wonder if it's in the main, because that is definitely...
Yeah,
it usually is in some number, but...
Probably, yeah, actually, I guess I don't know. It's usually a 2 of or not, right?
Yeah.
All right. Island is a pretty good draw. I love the mismatched islands here. That's perfect. No ability to cast Council's Judgment yet.
He's got True Name mana, though, so that's it's always scary for Loam.
I guess we're just playing the island and running out GT.
Jit. Yeah, that's very unassuming. Good news for Aiden, because we don't really care about Jit that much. Aiden's going to P-Fire into turn here. That's slightly aggressive. I'll be curious to see if this is post-board, because that's not
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
not playing around surgical there.
yeah, I think it's possible that he's just suspecting that Jeffrey doesn't have it, or yeah, it's very aggressive, right?
Yeah, he may just want to get in under the true name.
All
Second
right.
grove for Aiden.
Not much of a problem. Yeah, just playing the
Just
game,
kind of chilling.
doing punishing fire things.
Yep.
But Jeffrey's going to get to 4 mana here, which is pretty crucial. That said,
That was a brainstorm.
Aiden will, yeah, not. How much does Gideon comes down with 4? Ah, brainstorm. Yeah, that's fair. We'll brainstorm first. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Yikes. Pretty easy shuffles, I think.
Hey, Moses the Coot. Yes, it is me, indeed, and it is a fitting match.
Pretty cool stuff.
So it looks like a brainstorm from Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's
plus the
literally
fetch.
he's literally seen nothing but lands, dude.
Yeah, seems that way. Aiden's
yeah.
just going to keep hitting him with P-Fire
Yeah.
here, which I guess makes sense. I mean, you didn't see the surgical last turn, so just go for it now.
Yep. Even after this brainstorm, I think he
Yeah.
found a swords off the brainstorm or something. But other than that, he's just fetching away 3 lands.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of start Lom wants to
lands.
see
Yeah.
against Blade. Just doing nothing.
No aggression. Yeah. You're just able to set up your board control before they are able to get anything going, which is
Yep.
really nice.
Is
So
this a
2 mana.
Chalice? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yep.
Still a good late game draw in this
Resolves.
matchup, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent against Blade. It's
Yeah.
worse post-board, but it still, like, certainly shuts off cantrips and plows and other
Yeah,
stuff.
and now Jeffrey's going to be incentivized to use his Council's Judgment here, probably.
Yeah,
But
it
he might
depends
just,
on...
honestly, he might just go for Gideon here too.
Yeah.
Right? Like just swing up. It's not like Chalice is stopping that. And
No.
He doesn't have any 1-drops in
No,
his hand, right?
and Gideon's quite good against Loam.
Yeah.
I mean, any Planeswalkers are. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Punishing Fire is a pretty good way to deal with Planeswalkers long term. But yeah, Gideon's at least going to leave some stuff. Long term, Gideon hopefully won't doesn't represent that much against the Loam deck with an active Punishing Fire.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Aiden can deal with the Knights too,
Yeah,
so it's not
exactly.
actually that great at this board.
It's going to be it's going to buy Jeffrey a lot of turns, and hopefully in those turns he can get something. But look, you can see he's debating, so we don't even know. He might have drawn.
He has a lot of lands in his
He
hand
drew
right
something
now.
else too. So we're just going for the Judgment.
Judgment the Chalice.
So maybe what he drew was a cantrip.
Yeah, it's possible. That would make sense.
Yes, it was a Ponder. Okay.
There's a Ponder, yeah.
I thought it might have been a Jason.
And at this point, given Jeffrey's hand, the cantrips are pretty key because he's
Yeah.
got to find something to do that isn't just lands.
And boom, there's a Stoneforge Mystic and
And
a
Snapcaster,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty good draws. I would just shuffle away that land. It looks like he's still sitting on 2 fetches, right? So
Yep.
definitely doesn't need that land.
I think he's
but-
just debating Snap or Stoneforge.
Right. Yeah, how's he going to want to set this up for
Didn't
the
quite.
following turn?
Looks like he's
So
drawing
he's
a
just going to draw the
land.
land.
Interesting.
Potentially trying to play around. Oh, he has well, no. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that.
I wonder what he's trying to play around there by leaving those 2 cards hidden in his library. I mean, he really doesn't gain anything from having any of them in hand here,
Right.
except for wanting to have both of them in his hand next turn.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's fine slow rolling this. So.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he
he's
just
set
wants to make more land drops. I'm not sure.
He's set up to double spell next turn if he wants.
Right. He's
He
got
could-
Snap Judgment, Snap.
He could Gideon
Cantrip.
equip token. He could
Yeah.
Snapcaster something. Yeah. Now I think he's just kind of getting into a driver's role seat.
Yeah, and Aiden's still just happy to sit there. And,
Yeah,
Wait
this
this
is
out.
This is definitely a control match right here, right?
yeah.
Both these decks have yet to draw anything that's super aggressive. Stoneforge Mystic for Jeffrey, but you can see he's kind of debating the order in which he wants to resolve both these spells in his hand. If he's going to do both this turn, he's going to try to play an equip.
Right.
It looks like Stoneforge is coming down.
It is a Stoneforge. It's going to find something. Assuming Wing. Yep.
All right, Sword of Fire and
Sophie.
Ice. So not Batter Skull.
So that is nice to protect against Punishing Fire if he can somehow get it equipped to something.
Yes, absolutely. That's definitely like the number one thing to do here with the equipment.
Yep.
All right, 4th land coming down. Jeffrey still trying to figure it out, kind of.
He's got that snap on top, so if he fetches, he's going to lose it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty bad.
But he also maybe wants to jam Gideon here.
I think that's what he realized.
Yeah,
I think
he realized that he.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what we're seeing. Because he was very confident about tapping 4 mana for a second, and then he hesitated.
Right.
And
Yeah, and I think that's why. I mean, well, he already shuffled the snap away with the Stoneforge trigger.
Yeah, sure.
So-
I mean, you can get away with this. This is fine. This is a pretty decent use of mana as far as your equipment's now on the
He's going to
battlefield.
kill the Stoneforge. Yeah, I'm just wondering why he took that Plains rather than the snap or the Stoneforge.
Yeah,
but
no, me too.
it's curious.
Because now he's still sitting on a couple lands.
Yeah.
Indeed. Aiden is doing pretty good himself with some lands, but he has a lot of cards in hand. What is he gonna cast?
I don't know. What's he going for? Lily, Knight?
Yeah, this looks like a planeswalker.
Lily, yep.
All right, Liliana the Veil's quite good here. He
Solid.
already has Punishing Fire too, so Aiden doesn't have to lose any value off this Liliana if he doesn't want to.
He may waste this Tundra
Just
as
get rid of a
well.
mountain.
No.
Or
Just leave up
Mox,
Punishing Fire, maybe?
All right, this might be Gideon turn for Jeffrey. I don't know what else. I mean, this could be actually also Snapcaster Liliana turn. Yeah, people asking in chat about the Pro Tour stuff. I don't really want to speak to it a lot, just because it's not the match at hand. But needless to say, it's pretty different from the kind of stuff that goes on at a game store level.
True.
Or even at a 1K level. I don't know. We'll see what the investigation, we'll see how that goes down.
Yeah, so it looks like Jeffrey drew a Brainstorm here, which is solid.
Yep, very solid.
He's got a Gideon. He's got 2 equipment. I mean, he needs to start doing something here because Lily's kind of forcing his hand as well. It's gonna be hard to get something equipped.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to just land this Gideon.
Yep.
And we'll see what he does with it.
Yeah, this is like this is a very uphill battle, right?
Yeah, it makes it 2-2. Aiden's got P-Fire, he's got Lily.
Right. It's like just not gonna.
Jeffrey really needs to find a true name or something.
Yeah. I'm definitely not certain how he's gonna get out of this with active Punishing Fire.
He's gonna fetch here. He may try to. Trying to equip doesn't make much sense. He might be brainstorming.
Trying to equip just seems like a lost cause, in my opinion. You don't think people cheat at like 1K or 2K events? I honestly don't know, dude.
People cheat everywhere. It's,
yeah.
Is what it is.
I mean, people don't get caught, so it's up to you. If you don't ever want to get cheated against, probably just like don't play this game at a competitive level.
True. So he's going to try to equip. Aiden's going to think about P-firing in response, maybe. We'll see.
Heck, Magic's a game where people can literally accidentally cheat if they're not paying enough attention. So
it's true. I mean, for Aiden here, I don't know. You might just let this resolve. Yeah, because you've got Lily.
Yeah.
And this way you get to play around Surgical.
Wow, that's sad. Well, that's competitive sport, my friend.
He's going to Punish Fire the Gideon,
you can play competitive sports without a regulating body for rare rewards. Like, I don't know.
So he chooses to try to hit this Gideon.
Weird discussion point.
Chooses to try to hit this Gideon because he can sack the Knight with Lily, and then he gets to kill Gideon now.
Yeah.
Which is what he's going to do. Probably see a tick down here. Yep. Just leaves up the Grove, and Jeffrey's still kind of in a tight spot.
Yeah. This is the control that Punishing Fire allows in these kinds of decks. That's why, it seems like as long as they're able to maintain that advantage and get that online, the game is very much more in their favor,
Yeah, this is definitely post-board. I'm just not sure if it's game 2 or 3. I would assume game 2.
We're not actually sure, and I gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, do you know if they're on game 2 or 3? Do you know if they're on game 2 or 3? 2, 3. Okay, this is game 3. We just
Okay.
checked.
Great.
We're good.
So
We're good to go.
we are
Good
at
to
1-1.
go.
That's often how this goes. I would be willing to bet Aiden took game 2 and lost game 1. Just generally speaking, that's how the blade matchup goes, but could be wrong. Um, is that a spell pierce maybe?
Yeah.
And a stone forge? Okay. Not really enough.
Nope. Unfortunately.
He can spell pierce this punishing fire, but that doesn't really. I guess he could spell pierce the punishing fire and then equip the sword to Stoneforge, forcing Aiden to sack his Lily, and then he gets Batter Skull the following turn. I guess that's the play.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty solid like use of resources.
Why wouldn't he take the back to? Was there back to basics off the brainstorm? I didn't even see. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I would.
I must have missed.
Yeah, me too. I would snap take the back to basics there. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Huh. All right, going for the equip. It's just saying, "Come on, you gonna do it?" Aiden says, "Yeah, that's fine." That's interesting. Oh yeah, wait, never mind. That's not that interesting. That's summoning sickness. Punishing fire comes back. So Aiden sniffed out, whatever. Says I'm probably fine trading this Lily.
Yep.
Cycle. All right.
Well, I don't think Aiden had, because he only has one punishing fire, right? So I don't think he had a second one in hand.
Okay. All right. Yeesh. What do we do here? Hey, they got a link to Sean's deck.
Nice.
Nice.
So that is a Savannah. Looks like Aiden drew a Chalice, which he's gonna maybe
I love it.
play. No, it's a Decay on the sword. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The equipment in this matchup is usually the best target for Decay, so
That makes sense.
yeah. I mean, I like that play well enough. Now he can Punishing Fire the Stoneforge.
Yeah,
and
Jeffrey's
tick up the Lily.
Out of basics too. It looks like he's got 4 islands and 2 planes already on the battlefield. He will neglect to search.
So Jeffrey could Spell Pierce here, but then Aiden can pay for it.
I don't even. Yeah.
And then he has to discard the Batter Skull. So I'm just gonna let that resolve. Yeah. Chalice on 1 here, which he's gonna Spell Pierce it. I don't know.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, now
like,
he realizes now. Yeah. He's like, oh, if I do that, I gotta discard Batter Skull.
Yep. Yeah,
so he's just gonna let that go.
Very tough stuff.
And Aiden's going to tick Lily up. He's in a very commanding position here.
Yeah, quite ahead. Oh.
Pitches a deluge. Okay.
All right. Batter Skull and...
So Jeff can cast this Batter Skull and equip Jit to it, but Aiden can just sack the Germ.
Yeah. Yeah, Liliana is just so good at controlling the board.
Yep.
Controlling the game.
And that is indeed what Aiden does.
4 mana. Ooh,
there's an Johnny.
Your favorite bud.
He is my favorite. Long live Cat King forever.
Yeah.
The best planeswalker in the deck.
Tap any old land, he says.
I don't know how good Back to Basics is in front of a Johnny and a Lily, but...
Yeah, now it wouldn't be as good, but... Maybe just under the Lily, it would have been
fine.
Now it's kind of like, yikes. Not going to end up super well. Aha. Punishing fires are returned.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Jeffrey has a wasteland here, so he could hit one of the groves. This looks like he's going to sit here on this. Aiden lands a bob, just keeps the hits coming. And he's going to punishing fire Jeff. Ticks up the Lily. Jeff discards his land. Ticks up a Johnny on the plains, and it is impending doom for Jeffrey here.
Yep, not super great.
He can get the Batter Skull back and recast it, which does nothing really against the Lily and the Johnny.
Does a sword for the bob. That's so like that's such a not enough gift.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It's just not going to do enough. Very difficult here.
That's kind of how this matchup goes. I mean, usually it's pretty tight, but one or the other player can really get way ahead, and it's hard for the other person to recover.
Yeah.
Blade usually does it with true names, and Loam does it with walkers like this.
Yeah, I mean it is a very greedy and efficient deck. Looks like we have some Joe Cool facts in the chat here today.
Loam can often play quite a good lands game, underrated if it under the hands of the right pilot, and Aiden's been playing the deck for quite a while.
God packs. They were opened by Joe Cool with sealed pools.
So Aiden's going to sack the Germ here and get in with Bob and tick up a Johnny on the Tundra.
Oh no. This is a war that's long been brewing in chat. It's about to start. In case anyone was wondering, we do have a certain doctor in the house tonight. He is lurking as we speak.
Swords, you couldn't cast Swords because of Chalice on one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
we're gonna get that one out of here.
Jeff has Batterskull that he.
Uh-oh. This is I like this. They're in game 3. Might as well play it out. This is all an elaborate plan to get Sean back in the booth. It's going to work. I'm staring at him right now. He can't even see me. It's going to work.
Swings in with Bob here. Jeff can return the Batterskull again, but it's kind of late. Johnny is going to tap down that Tundra, and it's at 7, so it'll ult next turn.
Yeah, I mean, this has been lights out for a couple turns here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even certain what...
There isn't much.
What he's
going
to be able to do. Yeah, that's going to be it. That is a good time to finish as we are at the end of the round. So everybody else who's in turns, if anybody, you know, I don't even know how many do we have tonight? I'm staring at it.
Yeah.
We have 30, which is actually pretty small for us. So
Loam takes that one in 3 games.
Yeah.
Aiden played that one as he should have. Jeffrey didn't draw great. Made some interesting decisions on some brainstorms, and Aiden was able to lock the game down, punishing fire pretty early.
Brainstorm is a tough card to play.
I can't play with it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No, that
I
is
can't
for
ever
sure.
cast it properly. I don't play blue, man.
Well, let's bring it back to the booth here for now. Hello, everybody. I'm Jake McCune, and my hair has decided to live,
as always,
decided to live its own life.
Week to week, you know?
Yeah, it really is an ongoing art project.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on today, y'all? We've got some sweet matchups. I saw someone that I saw a certain somebody demand that we get. Where is he? Sokolowski on stream next, and so we can definitely see if that happens. I had to make sure he was here. He is.
What does he usually play?
Everything.
Everything.
Well, he plays a lot of stuff. Yeah. I think, given the fact that a certain someone was requesting that he be put on cam, he's probably playing something weird. I don't know. We'll see how the round 2 pairings are going. Soldier Stampede there tonight to have on cam. Man, I don't think so. I am not sure. There is quite a bit of brewing in chat. We may have to get the Lord himself on stream tonight. I don't even think he's on these initial.
He might have gotten here late. I'm not sure.
You don't say. That's so funny. Sean Yu was playing in the tournament, not in our round one pairings. Not at all. Joe Cool doesn't. Oh my god.
Are there any lands players? I mean, we usually have some number of lands players. I know Jim plays lands.
Jim might be playing lands tonight.
Do we have Lauren
He was
here?
playing something else the other night though.
Okay.
So he may have jumped ship. Lauren's not here tonight.
Lauren's not here. I don't know. We usually have a few.
Traditional lands players are not here tonight.
Yeah. But Blast Zone isn't legal yet anyway. Not until Saturday.
Still just being tested is that card.
That card is pretty great in that deck.
It's a good
Land's got a nice boost from this set. So,
no.
Which is good because they needed it.
Yeah.
Lands has been kind of had its back to the wall for the last few months.
I mean, Lands is one of those decks where not only does it have a prohibitive price to play, so like
it's also really hard to pilot well, like really hard.
Yeah, so it's like to play Lands well is to like basically devote yourself to like a lifestyle for a while.
Yeah, it takes years.
It's similar with certain decks as well, and I think
Loam's up there too.
I think it just occupies that spot for a lot of people right now, and I think a lot of even the people that used to play lands a lot are choosing to play that deck instead.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean,
diehard lands players obviously still exist and are still around.
Yeah, you get these non-blue complex decks like Lands, Death Taxes, Loam. They're all pretty difficult to pilot and take a lot of time to really get good with because you don't get the luxury of Brainstorm.
Yeah, they're cards that require far more format knowledge in order to execute their game plan best.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lands is certainly. I started on Lands, and it is very hard to play well.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's so punishing. If you make one wrong move, you kind of just lose the game. So.
It's a very difficult deck. It's got a lot of neat interactions and cute stuff that it can do. But yeah, people can definitely take advantage of someone who doesn't know how to play the deck particularly efficiently.
Yeah, but that being said, it's certainly rewarding.
Yeah,
if you really get it
super
down.
rewarding, super cool too.
Yeah.
A lot of neat stuff that you can do and like different lines you can find. So I'm always really excited about that.
It's the true like prison-y control deck of the format, I think.
Yeah. It's for not being a Chalice deck, it's a very prison-y control deck.
Yeah, I played Lands for close to a year, and I always felt like I learned something new.
So we do have round. Wow, it looks like Skowski didn't win. We have Jim versus Jeremy at table 1. Zach versus Leo. Matt Saxon versus Mike Kiesel. Shoot. It's been a long time since we've had Jeremy Edwards on camera, and he's always
and we could see if Jim is on Lands.
And we could certainly see if Jim is on Lands.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go with table 1 here, and we're going to see what round 3 looks like for everybody else. We're going to go with table 1. See if we can get on camera now. Get that dialed in. Whew, I'm sleepy.
Does anyone play Pox up here, Jake? Somebody's asking.
No.
One person on Pox on rare occasions, right?
Yeah, there's no one who consistently plays it around here.
Pox is getting some stuff from this new set.
I've seen it. That's pretty interesting. They have a new Planeswalker.
Yeah, we'll see if that actually makes the deck any better.
All right, cool. Jeremy Edwards.
We got 2 Mox staples.
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah.
Jim. See if Jim's on Lands or not. Lands ? Jeremy's usually on Eldrazi.
Everybody's on ? Jeremy plays like 4 different decks.
Yeah. Bandblade I've seen from him.
Yeah. We're gonna see. These players are 1-0, so I guess I'll append that. Hold on. And then we'll take it down to the booth. Ciao.
2 new walkers. I didn't know that too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's so many walkers, dude. It's like
There's 36 of them.
A lot of
I
them
think.
fit in.
35,
Yeah,
36,
yeah.
whatever.
It can be a chalice deck that says lands. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I've seen lands run it in the board and stuff like that. All right. Jeremy with the old school always rocking.
I think we've got Jeremy's on the other side.
No, that's Jim. Oh, you mean on the? Yeah, I do. I screwed that up.
Yeah.
I didn't even. No, I did mean to type it in that way. All right, that's fine. Swap players. Oh wait, I got it. Yeah, sounds good. All right. Unsure on both of these players tonight. We're gonna fill it in as it goes. As it goes.
Oh, Ashiok. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see if that's actually a good card or not.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about a lot of these interesting,
Yeah.
uncommon planeswalkers. They're pretty cool.
I think Karn is certainly going to be played in something. I think
Yeah.
Ugin's quite good. I think Narset is quite good. Teferi might be playable.
Narset is apparently very
strong.
very, very strong. Yeah.
Dark
So-
Ritual Ashiok on turn 1 does seem strong because Ashiok is like the Shadow of the Doubt
Yep.
on a walker. So you
Yeah.
can power that out on turn 1.
It's pretty crazy.
Shuts down fetches.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that part's pretty nuts, right?
Yeah.
Dark Ritual and Ashmore seems like a GG. Can be. All right.
Jim does look like he's on lands here, so we're gonna get a lands player for you guys.
Yeah, Ancient Tomb with some land action.
I've been testing against Jim recently, and he's definitely gotten better with the deck. Picked it up not too long ago.
All right. Another Chalice deck for Jeremy as well, so we might
Jeremy-
he might be on Eldrazi.
Is this looks like post first lands here, and he's
Yep.
going to lead off the Chalice on one.
Yep. Ma.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here, I got it. I think this is a post.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, lands versus posts. This is going to be interesting. So, yep, there we go. There's an Eldrazi.
Good old TKS.
Yeah, so
Going to take one of Jim's uncastable cards. It was a double crop rot. Is that what that? No, is that an expiration crop rot? Yeah.
yeah, it's
Stuff Jim
Exploration
can't
crop
cast.
rotation. He
Yeah.
definitely, well, he has a Taiga in hand, right? But yeah, stuff he can't cast right now.
The rest is
Which post?
some red green lands, maze.
I'm guessing Eldrazi, but I kind of thought they had all coalesced into this one list. But you're right. There's some that play like not.
There are some other posts. The most
Yeah.
common one is Eldrazi post, but there's others.
Well, there's the most common one's Eldrazi. Yeah, there's like the one that plays Sneak with Titan. This is not that one.
You know what else I really want to see from the new set? I want to see if Grixis picks up the new Nicol Bolas.
That'll be interesting.
That is a hell of a planeswalker, but there's 5 mana,
Yeah, it's just too much probably.
at least in the board.
Maybe in the board. Jeremy, heavy on lands. I'm trying to see what the action is. Oh, and we'll reset the clock or the round counter.
Is that a Ghost Quarter on a Temple? We all know Jeremy plays a bunch of wastes in this deck,
Yeah.
so he'll
Yep,
find
there
one
it
of
is.
those.
Yeah. Jeremy known for having his own take on a lot of different
Jeremy
brews.
hates Back to Basics. So
Yeah, he really does.
really, really hates that card. So he plays a lot of wastes.
Yeah.
Jeremy will play a Cloud Post here and get in with TKS.
Yep. I mean, slow stuff going here for Jim. This is a start where Jeremy really gets to dominate.
Yeah, well, Jeremy was able to land the Chalice on one on turn 1, and that basically turned
Yeah.
Jim's hand into lands.
Exactly.
Which is
Yeah, Lance
often
does not
slow.
operate when it can't get its initial stuff going, which is
Yeah.
exploration's very crucial for, obviously.
Yep. Jim does find a wasteland here, though, which will buy him some time. But meanwhile, Jeremy's hitting him for 4 every turn with this Thought Knot.
So, yep,
Jeremy finds a second tomb, gets in with TKS here.
yep. I mean, what are we waiting for Jim? Oh, discarding loam to hand size. I guess is that really what he's trying? Yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Chucks.
Well, Jim does have a life from loam in his hand, so he could cast that and get a wasteland back. Can't play the wasteland this turn.
Well, yeah. Here we go.
This is a loam. He's gonna get
Okay.
some stuff back.
Yep.
Says go. Jeremy now has a turn where he's not gonna get wasteland. He's got 5 mana plus maybe more.
Yeah, he's closing in on ending things here. If he
Yep.
draws like a smasher, it's
Yep.
pretty much done.
That is
But that'll do. Vesuva copying Thespian Stage.
Gets in for 4 once again.
Yep,
Does he
yep.
have anything else here? He's gonna
Yeah, looks like
tap
he's got
the
a
tomb.
3
Is that
mana.
a Trinisphere? Yep.
Oof. That doesn't do a lot, but it
Doesn't do a ton.
mean Jim needs 1 more mana to cast Loam, which
Yep.
actually can be very, just enough basically.
Yeah. He's gonna just take a draw here because of that. He's gonna need to find something. I know he's got a maze in his hand, so you could play out this maze for the Thought Knot.
It looks like that's where his head's at.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward though, because you really want to waste Jeremy too.
Yep.
Now he's got 6 mana.
And you can't do it and cast Loam on the
Yeah.
same turn,
Yeah.
which is super awkward. So you almost want to wait, try to cast Loam this. Or
Jim,
no,
yeah.
he didn't get Loam back. Never mind.
I mean, regardless, Jim's kind of forced to play out the maze here because
Yeah.
he can't keep taking 4 turn.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right.
It's a stage from Jeremy. Gets in for 4. Jim
Yep.
will maze.
Yep.
Jim finds a Mox, which is helpful.
It's certainly going to help him, get a little bit ahead here on mana. It's just going to be... Where does this game go from here, right?
Yeah, I mean, he can certainly Mox plus Wasteland this turn, but he's still not
He
doing
can 20.
anything.
Yeah, he just needs to find...
He needs to find that Dark Depths.
Yeah, he needs to find 20/20. For sure. And he does have the 1/2 out already, so... Does he have a Dark Depths in hand? He's just, waiting until he has the mana, I would guess.
The problem is Jeremy has double stage now.
Oh, you're right. That's pretty rough. He does.
So he can't really... Jim can't really play out the Dark Depths.
I just realized that Jeremy has his own stage in this deck.
Yeah, he's got 2.
Wow.
It's the Vesuva's copying stage.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, he copied Jim, but yeah, Jim's. Which I thought was nifty. I didn't realize that he also ran his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
What's going on here? Jim's wasting something or not? I'm not quite sure.
We're deliberating, it looks like. Trying to figure... Oh, we're judge calling. I just heard it.
Okay.
Yep, sounds like we're judge calling.
Curious to see what the judge call is here.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Right. Jeremy says he's copying the waste with stage in response to the wasteland.
Wow.
Which would be a pretty big blowout. I'm not sure what Jim is arguing here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I see how this, I forgot he had the basic on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Jeremy Edwards with the wastes. Always good tech. I mean, that's basically like that makes the Thespian stages make a lot more sense to me now, basically. Yeah. Just lets him do some stuff with that. Well, that's a rough one for Jim. He's still in this game. He still has the ability to win the game on the spot with a 2020, but it is getting harder and harder for him to do that.
Yeah, so Jim's going to maze this Thought Knot again. Jeremy's going to say go. Jim's going to take a draw off the top.
Yep. Ghost Quarter coming into play. Yeah. Jim really kind of at a
Yeah,
at an impasse here.
the wasteland basically getting countered was rough.
Yeah.
Jim's just going to hold up the Ghost Quarter now and say go. Jeremy's going to copy something. Looks like he's going to copy the Ghost Quarter and try and hit this maze.
Yeah, that makes sense. He does need if he can just deal with the maze and Jim's ability. Well, Jim does have loam, right? So
Yeah, but I mean it's going to cost 3 now. So he's going to spend his whole next turn.
yeah. You only need 2 hits. You just crack in, make him do it again.
Yeah, and you can actually copy. So Jeremy's going to Ghost Quarter the maze here.
With the copied.
Yeah, and he could actually copy the Ghost Quarter again with the Vesuva, because the Vesuva is a stage.
Right. Jim needs to concede for time. I agree at this point for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Jim has anything
These are
going
long
on.
matches. Yeah, I probably would have conceded a few turns ago. That said, there's something to be said for playing it out just to gain like matchup experience and knowledge about your opponent's deck. But yeah, at this point, I totally agree. It's very unlikely he can be winning.
Should have quartered in response. Yeah.
Yeah, could try to take out Jeremy's waste and continue to go after it, but I think he has, like as you said, he has the least 2.
Yeah.
So. Chalice coming down for
2?
1. Oh, no, for 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ancient Tomb, yeah, or City.
Pretty big shutdown there.
Yep, pretty huge shutdown. This should I think draw the concession for
Jim
sure.
has
right?
a Glacial Chasm in his hand.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh my gosh.
So, it's not technically over.
I know. That's so crazy though.
Yeah, Chiggy, it seems like that would have been a play for sure. Jim's gonna draw Punishing Fire.
I can't believe that we would still be doing that. All right,
We're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it? Nope.
We just gonna loam every single turn.
Can't loam.
That's right. Well, then he's just gonna die to this card, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Well, he can set up a. You can't set up the lock without loam.
Exactly.
So he can copy it with stage once, but
Right.
that doesn't really get him anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's got to sack the Taiga now. It's just kind of delaying the inevitable.
Yep. Okay, that's it. That's it for now. Jeremy's gonna go up again.
Scooping it up.
That'll do for game 1. Thank you very much, says Jim. Going to the sideboards now, though. What are these decks both kind of have sideboard plans that I'm imagining don't.
I know Post generally will play some number of ley lines. Which I'm sure that Jeremy will bring in.
That'll probably be fair. To that end, Jim seems to be bringing in his Tireless Trackers, which is obviously the answer
alternate
there.
win con.
Yeah, alternate win con. Crop rotation seems to be something coming out. Jeremy's a leyline fiend.
Yeah, I'm sure Jim will take out some number of 1-drops here.
Yeah. Jeremy likely to have the ley lines, I'm sure. Oh, there's a big grip. There's a couple more cards. Jeremy knows.
Yeah, I think this is an unfavorable matchup for Post in general.
Sure.
Jeremy's got some
good
cards
stuff
to bring in.
Yeah, that would make sense. Looks like he's shaving on some lands. Shaving on some of the combo. Maybe knowing that it's not necessarily safe to be playing against Jeremy.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Someone's having a good time back there. playing some Magic. Yeah, definitely a bit of a quiet room tonight, though. It's super nice out in Seattle. It should be noted. I would imagine there's a reason that quite a few people don't seem to be here today.
It's super nice, and also it's the last week before War is released, so it's kind of a weird
That's true. That's fair. But I don't know how many. I know a few people were asking if they could play War cards tonight, but that means at least a few people are eager to get at it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So I may have been misleading about the I guess arrive.
So. For Raylan size, the reason I'm playing Ray of Revelation right now. Oh, nice. What deck is Ray of Revelation in right now? Isn't that a green-white flashback spell?
I think
no,
so.
Yeah. Green-white. Is this still daylight on the West Coast? As I report right now, we are just entering into the sunset phase. It is still bright out.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
We are in that time of year.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's still sunny. So there you go. Played in lands. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's where it can produce both of those colors of mana. That's mostly what I was wondering. War of the Spark pre-release this weekend. I don't know if anybody went. I didn't.
Didn't either.
Yeah, so but if you thought that was cool, that's cool. I mean, traditionally I enjoy pre-releases quite a bit. They're fun. There's just a lot to
Right.
It's a big commitment, basically. All right. Jim's got a pretty hot start. It looks like. I think that's a mana bond. Yeah, in the middle? Is he going to be able to do it? Just plop it all down? Does he have the whole combo? No, I don't think he has the Dark Depths. I think he has double stage, but I do believe he has the mana bond. This will be interesting to see play out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mana Bond is certainly
it's a weird one in lands, right?
Yeah, it's often boarded out.
The ultimate one of.
It is often boarded out, so I'm not sure.
It's interesting. I've had quite a few. I've had Lauren even keep it in against me. I feel like the boarding it out is like a weird misnomer where oftentimes it probably is correct, but it's not always correct.
There are certain matchups where you want to keep it in, and this may be one of them.
This definitely seems like one of them for sure. And we saw Jim struggle to do anything to catch up, right? He wants instant 20/20 or bust. I think this matchup is definitely about lands trying to go fast.
Jeremy's going to keep this.
Yep.
Scry for...
All right, here we go.
Scry's to the bottom. Jim's
and just an Explorer.
Yeah.
And just that. Oh, it's a drop of honey. It's not a mana bond. Excuse me. Okay. Crop rotation, drop of honey.
Right. All right. Yeah. That makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. All right. Only saw the edge of the card.
Yep.
Thought it was that weird lady reaching out.
Jeremy leads on Needle here. Yep. Naming Wasteland, I can only assume.
Yeah, that seems fair. No, naming Thespian Stage. I like it.
Aggressive.
I think Jeremy just knows that he can. Jeremy's playing Jim's game. He's going, I know that you're going to try to make a 20/20 as fast as possible, so now I'm going to put a big fork in the road. Right. And that's a pretty decent draw for Jim as far as being able to do something this turn.
Yeah.
But it's slow. It's slow.
But it plays well against Needle, and
it does.
And Jim does have answers to Needle.
Yeah.
I'm sure he brought in K-Grip.
That is the joy of pre-release, though, when people try to play cool stuff and you just cast big idiots over and over.
Yeah,
casting big idiots is real fun and limited.
Jeremy finds a Monolith and then plays a Thought Knot here and takes a... He did have a Mana Bond. That is a Mana Bond. That is not a drop of honey. You were
so
right
my
on your
eyes
first.
did not deceive me.
Did not deceive you.
I mean, he knew it wasn't a hand super worth going for with the Mana Bond that much, so I don't blame him.
Jeremy takes the crop, which makes total sense.
Yeah.
Jim is going to get to land a second tracker, but he's got to find lands to get them big enough.
Yeah, and crack. Oof, that's a crop rat.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Because it lets Jim...
he could find a fetch land?
Yeah, he could.
If he wants. Oh, yeah.
So he's gonna.
He's like, these are
yeah.
useless anyway. I'm just gonna sack a stage. I always forget you don't have to sack the land that you add the mana to. All
He's gonna
right,
grab a wasteland.
interesting. So now he's trying to play.
Well, I don't know. That's interesting because now he can't cast the second tracker.
Yep. I guess he's gonna try to
But-
punch, threaten to pop and trade. Maybe.
I think he just wants
That
to
seems
waste
bad.
this. He wants to waste this tomb, which I get, but well, we'll see what he does.
Right, but I would attack first because you can trade with the. It's going to be so many turns before you can't trade with a Thought-Knot, right? I think you just threaten.
Yeah,
to
but
trade
I
with
think,
this one.
but if he trades, well, he's got a colorless floating, so he could crack the clue now and leave up the wasteland.
Oh,
That's
he
what I
can't.
would do.
Okay, that would. Yeah, I forgot about the.
I would do
colorless.
that.
Yeah, that makes more sense then. And he still has. Oh, okay. Maybe he's just going to crack clue now.
Interesting choice
Yep.
of
Colorless floating.
wasteland
He's going to
target.
crack the clue.
Certainly would think you would want to waste the tomb there, but
I think it's just more like it's fading a little bit against, or not fading. It's like if he draws subsequent ancient tombs, it's pretty bad, but at least he's taking 2.
yeah.
If he draws subsequent locuses, it's like a nightmare. It's
That's
a
true.
cascading nightmare.
Yeah.
I think.
Tomb costs life. That it
That's
does.
the thing.
That it does.
Yeah. That's basically it in a nutshell right there. All right. Trinisphere down for the man Edwards. What do we got? What do we got for Jim? No, that's a gamble. It's pretty good.
I don't think he can cast anything here.
Oh, right, because Trinisphere.
Yeah.
Derp. Okay, well, now he needs to,
Cracked that clue already. He didn't draw land with either
well,
draw.
he did draw a clue, or he did crack a clue.
Right, but he didn't draw land. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
He needs a land to cast anything now.
Yeah, that's rough stuff. Wow.
So-
Lands is not drawing lands.
Yeah, well, and Trinisphere was pretty timely there from Jeremy.
Indeed, yeah, indeed. So we'll see how Jeremy navigates the rest, but this might be a quick one.
Jeremy's going to take 2. And,
Okay.
What is that?
Voltaic key.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Just lets him do the little untap trick.
Yep.
How much mana does Monolith make? 3?
3. Yeah.
So yeah, Monolith makes 3. You use
Costs-
1 to untap it.
3 to untap, but you have a key.
Yep, you have key to untap it.
That's
So
an Eye of
that's a
Ugin.
bit of a combo for 5 mana right there.
Jeremy is getting closer to activating that Eye. Fetch land from Jim, which is what he needed here.
Yeah.
Zachary, I agree with you on that
Maybe
statement.
Tomb Jeremy would have been able to cast Sphere. Accurate.
That's why,
Choices.
that's why you hit the tomb. I don't think the life loss really matters at all.
Yeah, choices.
Maybe Jim was just afraid of the running post lands. I don't know.
All right. Fetch land from Jim. He's going to get more clues.
Clues and lands. Second clue here.
Yeah, this is definitely going to let him start attacking.
Jim's got a K grip in his hand, which he can
Oh.
use for any number of things.
Yeah, no,
Lots of
it
options.
seems okay.
K gripping the monolith probably makes the most sense. Yeah, that's certainly what I would hit. I don't think you want it. You're just kind of dead if Jeremy gets to Eye ever. So
Right, exactly. Like Monolith plus Key is just 5 mana. That's not good.
Jim's gonna send in the tracker. Jeremy does not take the bait, and now he's gonna presumably K grip a thing.
Yep, we'll see which thing. Maybe the Key,
I'd hit
because
the
then
monolith.
Monolith stays tapped.
I would have hit the monolith there.
Okay. Just because he can,
Well, I
he
mean,
can later
eventually,
untap it.
yeah, eventually
yeah,
Jeremy's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
find the mana.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got 3 mana now, so he could just end step untap Monolith and then have 6 next turn.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I would have hit Monolith there, but
Yep. Quite a bit of
here we are.
Quite a bit of mana on Jeremy's side now.
Yeah.
Oh geez. All right.
So this is 3 for another Monolith.
Okay. Well, quite a bit of mana and no threats, and Jeremy is forced to just
Yeah, and
do
as
the
it
race.
as it turns out, Jim hit the right thing, I guess. Since Jeremy had the second Monolith.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been pretty interesting. Just
Cost 4 to untap. Okay.
yeah, cost 4 to untap.
Fair enough.
There's a Rashad port. Okay.
Support's pretty good.
Port's all right. Jim's gonna want to start. Well, I'm not actually sure. He's got a lot of options.
I think Jim's actually potentially ahead here because Jeremy doesn't have any cards in his hand. So he's got all this mana.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna have to spend some number of turns. Well, actually, he's got an untapped Monolith now.
He's gonna have to
He
stabilize.
has eye mana already, so
Yeah. He's gonna Jim's gonna have to stabilize, but Jeremy has eye, and eye is what the inevitability of Eldrazi Post always,
But a slow eye because Jeremy's gonna have 2 tap Monoliths.
Okay.
So
True. Well,
see what Jim does.
yeah, indeed. Tracker comes down. And interesting. Okay. Why hasn't he used this? Oh, that is because it's Mana Bond. I keep thinking it's Drop of Honey.
Yeah,
again.
it's not a drop of honey.
Gosh, come on.
Similar.
All right. So Jeremy on 7 life with an Ancient Tomb. The rubbing of the hands. What are we gonna see here? All right. Yep, Jeremy says I'm not afraid.
Yeah,
I will present lethal. Aha.
Ooh, or I'll just give you an
Present
ensnaring
lethal to you,
bridge.
I mean.
Handle this.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a big draw from Jeremy.
It's huge, yeah, especially because
And Jim's used a K-Grip.
Yeah, we've already used K-Grip, yeah. And a life of
But
Alone.
Jim does have a gamble in his hand,
Yeah,
so that's something.
it's a close one. Could do the janky tutor game. But what are we going to see here now instead?
I have
3 mana life in the loam.
I have been on the other side of Jim when he's done the janky tutor game, and it pays off.
Yeah, it definitely can. It's 50-50, right?
And he's going to build the odds by loaming first.
Yeah. I like this. Oh, but playing the land, I don't like that. Okay, maybe he's not doing the 50-50 game.
Or maybe he's not. Yeah, he's playing stuff out now. He does want to. Maybe he wanted to start wastelanding there. He's got an exploration on the table.
Yeah. Fair
So-
gamble. Let's go. I was hoping for it too, but I think playing out those lands means it's probably
Waste the
not in
eye,
the cards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's big. Jeremy does have this bridge, but he's also got nothing else going on now that the eye has been wasted.
Yep. Yep. You said it well. Jim is kind of now firmly taking over control of this game.
Yeah. Well, he still has to answer the bridge, but in time,
Yes.
he will be able to.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ooh, Smasher the
Yikes.
draw. That's fine. But Jeremy can't attack either.
How does Post win without Bridge, Endbringer, with Bridge? Yeah, usually Endbringer.
Endbringer and Ballista.
Yeah.
So plenty ways to do it.
Yep. Yeah, definitely has outs. Jeremy's totally fine to sit there. Other than being... No, he's already 1-up. He's super fine to sit there. Ula, true. Yeah, looping Ulamog.
But yeah, you could just
You just
blow
attack,
up your own bridge and
yeah,
then
yeah,
swing in.
Yeah. Well, Jim is trying to figure it out. There's a couple of different options,
Yeah.
He's got the crop rotation, he's got the gamble.
He's got to get these trackers big enough.
Yeah, he's got to get these trackers pumped up enough to be able to get through stuff, but he also doesn't need to worry about that yet because of the bridge. It's very strange. I don't know what to do if I'm a Lance player here.
Well, he's
3 mana
gambling for K-Grip.
3 mana
presumably.
gamble. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Taking the fair gamble.
And I feel like if that was the case, oh, maybe he couldn't go. Yeah, never mind. Continuing on.
If Jim has
Oh,
if Jim has ancient grudge in his list, that is certainly the get here.
that might have been it. I'm trying to. It did look like he got a red card. I'm not gonna lie.
Because then gamble doesn't matter.
Yeah. He could just crack clues. I know he could. Could just try to crack clues.
He could easily just crack clues. I think he wants to find something before Jeremy gets an eye or a ballista or whatever other thing.
Yeah. All right, here's some die. Maybe Hammond lands for clues. All right.
It's a 1.
So 1.
Pitches a crop.
It's crop rotation. That was not what he went and got. What did he get with the gamble? Oh, he got
punishing
fire. Is his plan to just try to? Because he's at 5.
Jeremy's at 5.
Never mind.
Yeah,
You're right.
This game is over.
Yeah, this game's
Punishing
pretty
fire
close.
I didn't. So I would have said punishing fire, but I thought that maybe Jim would have boarded them out. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I guess you
surely.
keep in some number anyway.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the Grove, so really, he still needs part 2. You know?
Oh, he doesn't have Grove. Yeah, but he's got. Well, he had crop, but he discarded the crop.
That's what I'm saying. That was a big gamble. It was a gamble.
It was a gamble. Gambling away.
We did it.
Jeremy lands another thought not here.
We got there.
Jim's gonna fetch in response. And
Jim is Galaxy Brain.
P fire. So Jim's gonna get in for 2 here with a P fire shut off.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't
Jeremy's
that
tomb? Fetching for thicket. Okay.
What? Yeah, what? Where's he gonna get the last bit of damage from?
Find a grove, presumably.
But that's so slow.
Oh, Jeremy's not doing
And
anything
he's
either.
at 6. So, yeah, I know.
He's at 9.
Oh, he's at 9. You're right. It's just not the first time I've done that.
Yeah.
All right. Just look at those thumbs.
Okay. Great.
Jeremy's is
Go
okay.
ahead.
All right.
I'm at 1.
Sounds good. That's hilarious. Now we're gonna loam, obviously.
Yeah, loam away. Find that grove and end the game.
1,
Some mocks,
2,
stage,
3,
and adepts.
Oh well, that. Still
But
can't
needles
attack.
on stage.
Yeah, well, also can't attack with 2020.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, a lot of deterrence up on Jeremy's end. So we're not gonna find it.
No.
3 mana.
This game will continue for a turn.
Ooh, there it is. I
Jeremy's
love
like,
it.
no, you got to pay another one.
It's true. All right.
Jeremy's a great guy. He's always very.
Oh yeah. Jeremy's been playing Legacy since since before it was Legacy.
Since before I played anything.
Yeah,
probably.
me too.
Yeah.
He's definitely an old hat for the community. He's a great guy.
Fun to play against as well.
Absolutely.
He really knows the game and is very
absolutely
kind.
Yeah. You learn a lot playing against Jeremy.
You really do, yeah. Really do.
Someone teach Jim investigative techniques. He has 7 clues and he hasn't figured out anything.
This is Jim should be cracking clues for loam activations.
Dude,
right
we
now,
should
right?
be. I know. I think we're seeing a bit of tunnel vision here.
Yeah.
Which is totally a thing,
And it
especially
happens.
on these
On
Monday
camera,
nights.
too,
Yeah,
you know?
on camera and on Monday nights.
Yeah.
Especially. He's not losing this game, so it's not like he's trying to think of all this stuff. Yeah, but I think here he's going to crack one for a loam, right? Look at this.
Is he going to loam or draw? I would loam.
Good question.
Lands is very hard. This is true. He's going to loam. All right, here we go. It's happening.
I like it.
Going to find another loam.
That's good. That's actually pretty sweet.
It's the 3rd loam.
Wow.
Lots of loams.
That's super sweet.
Now you can just crack
He's gonna have so many chances of finding Grove this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
All
gross.
the He's going to draw for loam.
There's draw, there's loam. Okay, there's no Grove.
Still no Grove.
Still no Grove.
We'll find it.
Crack
it's
a clue.
in there.
Crack a clue next.
Yep. Jeremy's not one to concede often. So.
No, definitely not. So now we crack a... Oh, nope. Now we cast Life in the Loam again. Jealous of how many lands he has stored up. Yeah, this lands is also a very pricey deck.
And Jim's deck is also pricier because of signed cards and foils.
Yeah. Everyone around here really loves to go all out.
Hey, you know me.
Oh yeah,
I'm a member of the Go All Out group.
Yeah, Legacy is fun like that though. It is
Yeah.
customizable.
Well, it's the only format I play now. You know, you want to have the shiny decks.
Same for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
It's like it's like their nice car.
It is very worth it to learn. It really does provide a very good foundation for Legacy too, because it's so complex and gets you really good practice with sequencing and other things.
Yeah,
of that nature.
Lance players in general like are Galaxy Brain.
Yeah.
It's a super wild deck.
It is true.
Look at these giant trackers that Jim is building up here. Swole trackers.
So I guess now Jim has decided to just draw cards rather than allow him to save time. Maybe.
I don't even know
I'm
if
not
that
sure.
saves time.
Does it?
You literally need to find one land that you run at least 3 of in your
Yeah.
deck.
He's still
You know
not
what I'm
found
saying?
it. He's
Like
still not
he
found
still
it.
hasn't found it.
Jeremy's like,
What
just
is
find
up,
it.
Bill Lee? Check out this game right here, dog. Check this out. Look at it.
Oh, Billy in the house.
Jim is trying to find a thing. This is just unlucky at
It
this
is.
point, lol. Yeah, more or
It
less.
is, yeah.
Especially because he's playing against Jeremy, whereas most people probably would have conceded at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's almost inevitable that they find a thingy, a grove.
Although maybe Jeremy if Jeremy has like
yeah.
a surgical
Oh yeah, absolutely.
draw to something.
Oh, there it is. He has a fairy macabre.
I will be at Battleground. I assume
Yep.
Jake will be as well.
Indeed, yeah, we'll be there. It's gonna be pretty fun.
I don't know what I'm playing yet, and I
be a
haven't
day
played
trip.
Legacy in a month, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Day trip to Tacoma. Yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah.
Indeed,
yeah, we will.
indeed, you will.
All right, what do we got? Jim's just like, here's all these clues I'm cracking, shortcutting this.
Oh, I know Jake's planning on GP in Atlanta.
Yeah, I am probably going to attend that GP. I really have to figure out the logistics because I'm attending Atlanta. I'm at an event in Atlanta 3 weeks earlier. And I also am from there historically, so I have family down there and stuff like that too. So I am seeking ways to either stay there or make 2 trips out of it in the month. So yeah, should be fun. I really want to play in a Legacy GP in my hometown. I think that'd be a good old time. And I definitely didn't make it out to Niagara Falls either, so it'd be nice to play in one Legacy GP this year. It'd be cool. Jeez, look at Jim's board. This is so funny. This is such a like. Meanwhile, Jeremy is very neatly organized his cards. I mean, not to say Jim hasn't done a good job. It's just getting ridiculous. This is so funny. Where is it now? Now Jim doesn't even have the luxury of getting this other. Oh, there's the Grove.
Found it. He finally found it. It's in his deck.
It's too late.
Is it too late?
Yeah, Jeremy Fairy Macabre the Punishing Fire.
Oh, he
doesn't
did.
have- yeah.
He did.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that
Okay,
is
there it is. There it
unlucky.
is. There it is. We found something. We're resetting. Jesus.
Wait, what
12
happened?
minutes left.
What did I miss?
I don't know. Jim
either.
found something.
Oh, he found a knackle.
Jim
looks
found
like.
something and Jeremy conceded. That was it.
Found a
maybe.
knackle,
Found
and Jeremy
a
was like, all right, fine.
Yeah,
you
found
can
his
lock
habit.
me out on this.
My goodness. Oh, K-Grip the Bridge? Okay, I guess that was it.
Yeah, oh, K-Grip, right. But he
Yeah.
also found a knackle, which means that eventually Jeremy would just be drawing cards and not able to cast
Yeah.
anything, so then Bridge is nothing.
Indeed, everybody, indeed.
Oh, I missed the grip, yes. Saw the grip now, understood. Jeremy conceded to that, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into Game 3. We got 12 minutes left in the round, so we'll see if these two can fit it in.
Yeah, I mean, at least we are not going to be want for a backup match here.
It's true.
That
It's
much is
true.
nice.
We do have a lengthy matchup going on.
Excuse me. Time for Turbo Magic. That is correct.
It is hard to turbo magic lands, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I think that's a restriction for playing the deck too. Is you really have to know how to play it quickly because it's one of those decks that can really like.
Lands
Go
and
to
Miracles
time.
are decks that you should practice playing in a timely manner, no matter what matchup you are playing against. You should always be aware of how long you are taking to make your decisions when you play Magic, but especially when you play lands or Miracles. That's an asterisk.
Yeah, I don't play Miracles because I can't cast Brainstorm, and also because I can't play it fast enough. So
I like casting Brainstorm in decks where I can find cards that do things.
where you have a win condition, rather than just
where I
sitting
find cards.
around
Yeah,
and-
I like finding
yeah.
cards that do things.
Yeah.
Not so much about finding like.
Well, now Miracles might just be blue-white walkers, right? We got Teferi,
It's
Narset,
true.
Jace.
We're really gonna see.
Gideon.
We're gonna see quite an impact, I think, in the blue-white realm as soon as these walkers become available. If
Yeah.
anything, that might be the most impactful stuff that happens to the format for more of this part.
Narset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are talking like Narset might be a main deck, just because shutting off opposing brainstorms is super powerful, and
is very
its
powerful.
value off the bat, like it just
Yeah.
lets you look at the top four and find a spell, which
Right.
is not bad at all.
No.
So
it's
yeah,
not. And it's easily castable.
yeah, easily one blue, pretty easy.
And
cast.
you get to go like a turn 3 Narset into turn 4 Jace.
Possibly,
you know,
yeah.
Which is
So
solid.
yeah, so it can be really devastating. We'll see how it goes.
Doesn't it also shut off opposing Jaces?
Yeah, it would shut off brainstorms.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
shuts
good.
off opposing
Yeah,
Jason.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
shuts
pretty
off
good.
all opposing card draw. It's like a Leovold effect, I believe.
I love the. Wait, what is DTT? Is that meaning D&T? Because I love the D&T mirror.
It's really interesting. I don't think it is. I think DNT mirrors was
Something
worse.
else?
Maybe it is DNT mirrors. I don't know, but I think DNT mirrors are fun too. They're pretty weird.
They're great.
Well, they can be great. Sometimes they're blowouts.
They're a little silly at times, but they're great.
Yeah. When they're not blowouts, they're great. Is basically
It's
how I
very
think
like
of it.
mind gamey magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Narset beats
Narset-
Library and Jailer. That's true. Yeah,
That is very true.
shuts down Monarchy.
Indeed.
It's going to be that'll be a development.
Maybe that means Jailer will go down, so I
Yeah.
can finally not lose to it with Loam.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a development. Oh, Dig Through Time mirrors. Yeah, that's DTT. Dig Through Time.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine. I literally did not play. I started playing Legacy
I didn't play Legacy during
precisely
Dig
at
Through
the
Time,
moment. No, I started playing Legacy like a month before Dig Through Time got banned, and I was playing Death and Taxes, so it didn't really matter that much. I think I had Dig Through Time cast against me in Legacy all of like 4 times, and I was I was very green. Let's say
Yeah.
I didn't even really know. Like I was like, oh, I'm dead.
On the scale of busted cards they print nowadays, none of them are like that anymore, thankfully.
Well, yeah,
'Cause that
which is
card
crazy.
was messed up.
It wasn't even this.
This Treasure Cruise was messed up,
4
too.
years ago at this point. Time flies.
I remember
First of
playing,
all, it
Splinter-
doesn't feel messed up. I've lived in the same apartment for the entire time that these cards have been printed.
Yeah.
But it's wild. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise were definitely like big exclamation points in the history of competitive Magic. You know?
Yeah, I remember
DRS
playing-
was worse. I don't know, dude. It's kind of different. It's absolutely different. So I don't even think comparing them is that constructive, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Death Rush
DRS
went
was legal
pretty
for a
bad.
long time. These
Yeah.
cards got banned in a season.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a slow burn versus an explosion, if you ask me.
Well, Jeremy leads with an I here.
Yeah.
Jim's got stuff happening. Wasteland, Mox. Plays it.
Woof.
Exploration.
All right, here we go.
Start.
Extremely fast start.
Yeah, just gets rid of that
And
eye right away.
That's interesting from Jeremy, the turn 1 eye. I wonder if he just has another. Of course.
Well, it might have been baiting the
Baiting,
Wasteland so
yeah.
that he could land a thing that does stuff.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like, it must be just baiting. It must be having the Thought Knots here from the eye plus the temple, right? Yeah, you're just vulnerable to that Wasteland for that one turn.
So Jim goes second port stage here and second exploration.
Yikes! This is a good one. This is a good
So
start.
He can start by porting, and next turn he gets to double port.
Yeah, that might be really hard.
Pretty deep hole for Jeremy.
Exactly that.
It's exactly what Lands wants to see.
Yep. Double exploration's nuts. Wow, that's a Wasteland too. I don't even see how Jeremy gets out of this reasonably.
Oh man, this game is pretty over.
Yikes. Yeah, like I said, Lance can do some great, and like it's not like Jim's winning anymore, but he has almost complete control of the game.
Now he can name Port, though.
That's a super
Yep,
timely draw
that's
for Jeremy.
That is the draw he needed.
Wow.
So now Jeremy's
well
back
done.
in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if Jim can find a loam.
Just
That's a
like
K
that.
grip. He's got a K grip.
Just like that.
Does he want to use it on this needle though? We'll see.
This looks like a more Lance draw. It's true. Yeah, right.
Because you could use it on needle, but it gives Jeremy one turn.
Yeah,
I guess Jim figures he wants to save it.
Well, it's an instant speed spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know. But we are going to see Thought Seer come down, and that is where
That
we're
is
going
going
to
to prompt the
see
K
K-Grip.
grip.
Yeah. So Jim is basically going to forfeit the next card that he draws if it's. Oh,
It's Punish Fire.
okay. Oh, he didn't. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. Sorry.
No, you're not stupid.
Wasteland again. As if this wasn't gross enough for Jim.
Pretty.
I mean,
dirty top deck.
Jeremy does have 4 power on the battlefield now. So
Wasteland plus double port, but Jeremy has a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, he has a clock.
He has a 5-turn clock.
Jim has to deal with that eventually.
Yeah, and Jim doesn't have a loam engine online or anything.
No.
He is just raw top decking. So this is kind of interesting. We've gone very back and forth. And Jeremy basically found himself a single window by deploying that pithy needle.
Yeah.
To maybe take this game. It's really going to depend on Jim's top decks at this point. Oof. All right. One more turn down to 8 life. Yeah, pitching. And yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to be porting. So we're going to do that. And we're probably going to leave Jeremy with Ancient Tomb.
Jeremy's going to respond to the first port by copying something, presumably.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's copying Eldrazi Temple. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I mean, as far as the lands deck drawing air, like most of your deck is gonna be that air unless you have the cards in the opening hand. Like, really needs to draw a Dark Depths. Actually, would put things to lights out. So I guess that's a reasonable 4-of that he could be drawing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a quarter.
That is a land. But yeah, these have been not good rips.
Yo, quarter's going to hit the stage that's a temple.
They're just not very surprising either. Like I don't think of lands as a deck that top decks well.
It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem with explosive starts. If you don't have a follow-up, then you just sit there. And
Yep.
Jeremy found his single turn window to get down a threat.
And that's where the luck really is, because Jim is saying, oh, I can play this long game. I can do it, right? Yeah. But all it took was Jeremy top decking that, maybe even having it in hand and deciding to deploy it. I didn't quite see.
You bet those are foil ports.
Having the needle effect. Yeah, those are probably foil. Those are foil ports.
The same foil ports that I have.
Very schmancy. The exact same foil ports.
The same. Yeah, well, not the. You get what I mean.
I got him.
Jim is not going to be able to get this one.
Nah.
He's going to lose to a Thought Knot.
Yeah.
Couldn't find a maze or Dark Depths or anything to handle. And that's the one thing with lands is sometimes they have trouble handling bigger creatures.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like it was that one turn where what did Jim do to allow Jeremy to play that single land to cast the thing? Oh, it was just Jeremy's draw. It was just drawn for the turn. Yeah, he just went needle turn. Yeah. So really, like, there wasn't anything Jim could do to prevent it.
No.
The needle just was the perfect answer.
Yeah, because Jim could have K-gripped, but then he wouldn't have been able to port, and so that still leaves Jeremy one turn to drop the Thought Knot, no matter what Jim did.
Exactly. Yep.
So
it's going to be Jeremy and
Jeremy gets away with that one.
For round 2 of Monday Night Legacy. We'll bring it back to the booth here. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
We'll frame up.
We're back.
Yep. We're hanging out. It's getting a little quieter in the Mox boarding house, which is nice for us. There's still obviously activity happening behind us, as you may or may not be able to tell. But we're hanging out. Might bring up some war spoilers just so we can look at some cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff happening on the horizon.
Let's see. Well, on the Modern Horizon.
Indeed.
Oh, actually, I just want to go to the main page. Yeah. All right. So I don't think any of these new big planeswalkers, mythic planeswalkers, make it into Legacy.
No,
I don't think.
Blackbane might see some
It's
testing.
cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's gonna do enough.
Try it out in D&T just for fun.
I would, but again, I just feel like it's not.
Well, you like this Vivian from Maverick,
It's not
right?
going to make the cut. This Vivian from Maverick is interesting and worth testing. I'll say that much for sure.
People want to test it.
Yeah, people are. I bought a few copies to pre-order. It's not that much. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
We discussed the. I love. You can't even read this dude's name. Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage. Davriel doesn't want you to know his name because he's covering it up in the art, which is really funny.
That's the Pox Walker.
Yes, exactly.
That people are discussing.
That is basically another copy of Rack of a Rack.
It's another copy of Rack, but it also is a discard outlet. So it's really doing everything Pox wants.
Exactly. Pretty cool. New Teferi, obviously a pretty big threat. New Narset is what we're looking at here. Parter of Veils. So yeah, look at your top 4. You basically get to
it's like an Augur Bolus type effect,
yeah.
and you get to do it twice.
Well, it's what do you call it? It's the activation off of Temple, but that's a spell. I forget the name. I forget which spell.
Yeah. Oh, you mean search? It's a search activation.
Yeah,
twice.
Activation off search.
Yeah, search activation twice, plus a Leovold effect on a walker body, I
search
guess.
for Scansa, yeah.
Nicol Bolas and Grixis Control, I would totally jam that card in the board. That card is very good. It is 5 mana, but
it's just sweet.
The other thing I thought is like God Eternal Kefnet. I've heard some people want to test that in Miracles, maybe.
Oh, very interesting. If it had flash, I could see that.
Like in the board.
Oh, it's only 4 mana. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
All these finales, I don't think they're good enough. Maybe Finale of Devastation in like a Nick Fit type.
Yeah, I think that could see. But even then, I think the better card for Nick Fit is the Vivian's Arcbow card. That just lets you look. I don't know, maybe not.
We have Liliana's Triumph, which will probably replace Edict and Grixis Control.
Yeah, that's a pretty straightforward swap. Dreadheart Arcanist is pretty interesting, but not
I don't know if it's good enough.
Not really playable in Legacy. Yeah.
Might see some.
Yet another
testing.
Krenko, which that's pretty interesting, but I don't think I don't think that's going to be like
goblins.
I don't think that's going to be a Goblins inclusion as far as new Goblins tech. Tomic, Distinguished Advocate.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one in D&T.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be trying that out. Yeah, right. That was talk about threading the needle. That was a good one. We're looking at Jeremy Edwards off camera here. That was solid. He just for those at home, he just walked by and did a woofing mock sigh of relief, like, oh, I can't believe I got through that. That was funny. Massacre Girl is sweet.
Yeah, I would so play that card if it wasn't 5 mana.
I know, it'd be cool if there was a way to like
it's like exactly what I want in loan.
Yeah, right.
I want that effect, but I wish it was 3 mana, not 5.
Well, yeah, I'd be so busted at 3 mana.
It would be nice, 3 mana. It'd be like, oh, True Names, whatever.
And as far as everything else, well, I don't know. We have let's
Time will tell
down.
as always. Time will tell as always.
Oh, I bet the new Tez will get played in Tezzeret decks, but that's always going to be.
I mean, a 6 mana, yeah.
But they play 2.
So Sorin is one that I might try in Loam. I don't think it's good enough, but I might try it.
I like the idea of this card.
It's the only walker that like makes any sense to try. I don't think any of the other ones are good enough, but this one's, like,
it
fine.
feels similar in a Maverick slot where it can come down and bring back a knight, or
Blast
something like that.
Zone we'll see play in lands for sure.
Yep, Blast Zone for sure.
Teferi we'll see play in Miracle sideboards probably.
It does seem that new Teferi is pretty legit.
And a sideboard, probably more sideboard than mainboard. But
yeah,
Living Twister is another one I kind of wanted to test, but probably not good enough.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That might even be like, I guess that wouldn't be really a lands card.
I mean, people were talking about it as something in Loam, but I don't think it's good enough to see play.
I might mess around with Storev in Maverick. I think that card's cute.
Could be like a Nick Fit card. Too.
Yeah, I think it's definitely likely to be a Nick Fit card. It's just it's evasive.
Is Tolsmere a Maverick card? Probably not.
5 mana is too much.
Angrath's Rampage.
Tolsmere might be cute with elves though, because you can bounce it.
Yeah, Rampage might see play.
Yeah,
some numbers of something.
That's true. All right, what do we got?
Yes, lands allows lands to not play a third color for EE, so that's
Yeah, yeah, that's a big one right there. But other than that, I do like Neoform. I don't think
good.
that's legacy
Neoform's
playable.
fun.
It's
If it
just a
was an
sweet card.
instant, it'd be
Yeah,
nutty.
it's just a sweet card.
Yeah.
As is Leyline Prowler, another
Yeah.
card I like that is just sweet, but is not like constructed playable.
Ashiok will probably be tested by many persons.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's good enough, but
yeah,
Saheeli is another one I've heard things about. As
yeah. So
something people wanna test.
New Saheeli is basically just another. It's like a Planeswalker Pyromancer, right?
The card I'm really curious about, though, to see if people do something with it, is Bolas's Citadel.
Yeah, that card's
I
pretty
could
wild.
see that being some like a storm deck being built around it and being
Yeah,
pretty nutty. Like as an
absolutely.
Adnaz replacement. I'm
Absolutely.
curious to see if people start brewing with that.
Yeah, I
Because
definitely
I'm sure they
wonder.
will. I think the Karn card is probably playable in something. The Ugin, the 3-mana Ugin's quite good. There's actually quite a lot of cards that could see some testing in Legacy
Yeah,
from
yeah,
this set.
absolutely. There's some great stuff.
Yeah.
That Vivian's Arcbow, I think, is pretty neat for green decks in the late game, especially the Nick Fit ones. Some of our Nick Fit pilots around here were talking about how like that's the perfect sideboard card for them because you get into
Yeah.
these grindy matchups, and if you draw any card really, you have usually at least 5 or 6 mana to pump into that, and so you can just
Start putting creatures on the
just start
battlefield
putting
uncounterable.
start putting big creatures on the battlefield that
can
can't
see
get
that.
countered. Yeah, it's pretty cool. New Karn as well is obviously these two down here are pretty big. Karn the Great Creator and Ugin the Ineffable are both big baddies, and sheesh, Ugin does quite a bit. Ugin draws you a card and makes a
Oh,
dude
the
at the same
Ugin's
time.
6 mana, excuse me.
Yeah, Ugin's 6 mana. No, it's a 6 mana card, but its colorless spells cost 2 less to cast.
Yeah,
Oof.
well, like, so it'll see play in post, but then at the same time, you still have to get to 6 mana, right? Like,
But they
the
do
deck
that.
needs to get to 6 mana anyway.
They can do that on like turn 3, I think.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah. It's a bit of a hurdle. Oh, cool. We got round 3. Okay, let's take a look. Well, it looks like we have a big Thunderdome match. Actually, I think we have to go with table 1 on this one. It is Mike Kiesel
Greg
versus
Mitchell.
Greg Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Some classics of the
some heavy hitters
Mox
of
Boarding
the
House
legacy
scene.
community. We're gonna do table 1 again. Yeah, it's Greg and Mike. Sweet. I'm sure they're expecting it. Egotistical as they are. I'm just
What
kidding.
is Greg on these days?
I don't know what Greg. I don't know what either of them are on tonight.
Is he still playing the Saheeli Catblade?
No,
deck?
he is not.
No more.
No.
Or what about the
he
World
is not.
Gorger Grixis?
Nope. Nope. He's been back on regular stuff for the most part. I think he was messing around with a 4-color pile deck recently.
Okay.
These players are both 2-0. All right. Get this locked in and lined up. There. Oh boy, let me yawn on camera for everybody and take it down to the booth.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's a sleepy Monday.
It is. And I did get my players right this time. Yay me. Oh yeah, pull that back up. I hope it's check pile. I think your odds are pretty good. I know he's been testing that again recently. And check pile top aided, what's it called? Something that I was looking at recently. I think the GP. Didn't check pile top 8 in the GP?
I think it did, yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
that wasn't check pile. That was
Oh, you're right.
Strifo Punishing
It was
Deck.
Punishing Deck.
Yeah.
It got listed as check pile. It was Punishing Deck. You're right. So, yeah. Maybe just Grixis from old Greg. We'll see. Meanwhile, Mike Kiesel usually... Oh, he's on Phoenixes. I know he's been brewing. He's been trying to push the Phoenix archetype in different directions. So
Okay.
I think he's trying to mess around with some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the Bolas's Citadel thing will... Someone will find some way to do something with it. I
It's
don't
a
know
pretty
what.
nutty card, right?
Pretty insane effect for... I mean, it is
I
6
just don't
mana,
know if
but
it's. I just don't know if it's better than Ad Nauseam, right? Like for what that deck's trying to do. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
we'll find out. Phoenix Storm? Yeah, I don't know. I know that Caleb Shearer's been playing that a lot on stream and stuff, but...
Well, that's what Mike's playing right now. I just remembered.
Okay.
But I know he's been trying to like mess around with it too. Oh, not Phoenix Storm. Never mind. That's stupid. Yeah. That's not a real deck.
Well, it is real in some people's minds.
It's plenty of decks are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Greg Mitchell's still on question marks till we get started. QB Citadel show, something. I don't even know, man. Like, that's weird. You want to cast a Emrakul off a Nicol Bolas's. Oh, maybe that's not bad. Cast Emrakul for 15 life. I don't know. That's super funny.
Hey, I mean, if you can somehow do that early enough, I don't know.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Anyways,
All right,
that's
so we got
just Storm stuff. Greg's just playing.
Phoenix,
That just looks like
some
Storm
other-
from Greg.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, but it was like a bad Storm hand, so we couldn't see quite all of the things. Meanwhile, Mike, the fully keepable 7, obviously it has Brainstorms and Buried Alive in it.
Force of Will look like.
We're ready to go.
What is this?
Three,
Is this
four,
just
five,
Storm?
six. Yeah, I think it's no. Is that it? No, it's Ponder. Yeah, I think it's just Storm. Greg might be practicing for the weekend.
Okay.
He's
I
a
didn't know
Storm
Greg
pilot.
was a Storm pilot.
Old school.
Cool.
Just hasn't, Storm is just one of the many decks in Greg's belt.
Yeah, I played against him once at a 1K, and he was on Grixis control.
Yep.
So
He's a floater. He owns everything. He can
Yeah.
play whatever he wants.
yeah.
And he's been playing for a very long time, so he's got a lot of experience under his belt.
Limb Duel's Vault. I don't know if that's actually a good card or not.
It's hotly debated around here sometimes, but not by me. I've just heard people talk about it.
Yeah. Not a
Um,
card I'd ever play in Magic. Cause
Greg's cantripping into cantrips and finding a black source for that Thoughtseize in his hand.
Yeah.
Those double Thoughtseizes, I should say. It's going to be bad for Mike if he doesn't do something to protect his key cards. Often, I think, against Phoenix, if you snipe a Buried Alive out of their hand, they might just be cold, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully he knows to play around that.
We'll see.
Yeah. I actually don't know what specific configuration of the build Mike is doing right now either.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Phoenix or Phoenix Storm or just Grixis Phoenix or.
I think it's either
something else.
Grixis or 4-color. I'm just not sure which.
Oh, there's a therapy. Naming something.
Yep. Oops, sorry about that, folks.
So looks like double Thoughtseize, Past in Flames, Darkrit, Bloodstained Mire on Greg's side.
Yeah, therapy probably just naming, like, I don't know, Brainstorm or something there.
So Greg's got a pretty
Maybe
defensive
Dark
hand.
Ritual. No,
He's-
not Dark Ritual. He didn't hit on that.
He's pretty far away from going off, but
No.
there's a fetch.
All right, so Basics Online, Thoughtseize. Yeah, we can see. Oh, okay.
There's a DAC fade in.
Oh, yeah. I know that Mike specifically said that he wanted to try DAC in Phoenix decks.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. I guess that makes sense with the.
Makes sense to me, yeah.
Draw 2, discard 2,
Exactly.
putting Phoenixes in the yard.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a nice little planeswalker that plays into your Phoenix plan.
Can also. Well, I mean, it could take like equipment and other problematic artifacts.
Yeah.
And stuff.
It's not quite as insane as it is in Vintage, but obviously the Punishing deck operates similarly, right?
It's very good in that deck.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really good at finding cards. Just churning
It's
and
good.
burning.
It's 3 mana value. Walker,
Yeah. That's some pretty spicy inclusions, though, from Mike. Hopefully we get to see that happen. What else?
So
All right.
Greg took Force of Will with that first Thoughtseize, it looks like.
Yeah.
Mike's just going to play that land and pass.
Yep. Now he at least has Brainstorm for the second Thoughtseize in case he wants to try to hide something, tuck it away. But Greg's going to ponder first, or preordain first.
Yeah.
Those are good. No, they're not.
Yeah, I guess not.
I almost thought he was going to put those back. Yeah. I think one of them was a Past in Flames if he has 2 copies in his deck.
Yeah, but he's got one in his hand.
Exactly. So he would obviously bottom that. All right. Thoughtseize coming down, and yes, Brainstorm from Mike Kiesel. Going to pick up these cards.
Look at these black border duels by these people.
Yeah, it's
Fire.
It's a level. They have ascended to the top,
Yeah,
or they've had them for forever.
It's
Some combination.
both possible.
Yeah. A lot of these people have been playing Magic since duels were like in the double digits of price. So
Yeah,
it really
since
does go back
before-
a long way.
Probably way before I started playing.
Me too. Absolutely. All right. This is a tanker for Brainstorm, apparently. I think he's
In
deciding on
response to this Thoughtseize, right?
right. So he's deciding on what cards he really needs to hide the most, right? What card's going to absolutely not let Greg take? That's one of them.
It's going to go on the top.
Oh, that's two of them. Okay,
Oh,
we're
it was
good.
two?
That was
All
two.
right.
Yeah, that was two. He's just revealing the rest.
Great.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
3 lands, bolt. So he put Dak on top.
Yeah. I mean, this seems like a pretty good position right now for Mike. As far as Greg isn't going off anytime soon.
Well, he does have this piff, and his yard's getting stocked.
That's what I'm
so-
saying. But there's a clock in play, right? Like,
Greg really needs like an LED.
exactly. He needs mana
Yeah.
to start.
But if he has an LED, he's going to have to use it right away, or Dak will just take it.
And I think that's fair. I think he's at the point where if he had an LED, he would absolutely be using it right away. But Dak is
And-
looking for stuff, and it's only finding lands.
Well, he gets to pitch some lands.
Yeah.
So that's some value.
Yep, absolutely. Man, I missed the days in 2011 when UCs were only 150 each. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was introduced to me as a format, and now it's quite a bit more than that. And I still don't own any duels. So we're chilling. We have a sponsor. Look at this. Look at this graveyard from Mike. No phoenixes.
No, nothing.
No nothing.
He's
Come on,
gonna draw
find
some more
phoenixes.
cards.
Find some phoenixes. Nope. Thought Scour.
Thought
though.
Scour.
That's a cool one.
Discard
yeah.
some more lands.
Yep. I think we're discarding, and then we're probably thought scouring too,
Yeah.
because we haven't found nothing.
Greg doesn't have much going on either, though.
It's true. Yeah, Mike's finding a lot of his lands in this game. We'll see what he mills here. Watch this be too sweet. Ooh!
Ooh, the Fire Mill.
My goodness! But he doesn't have another spell, does he?
Well, he's cast one spell.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He just doesn't have another spell
Yeah,
to
that's
keep
it.
going. He didn't find anything to keep
He
going. or
did
anything.
bin 2 Phoenixes, though.
Yeah, no. Next turn, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Greg's like,
I like
"Ah,
how he's
pass."
keeping it in a pile too. He's hiding those phoenixes.
got
Oh,
a-
here we go.
A tutor and something else.
Okay, so we're gonna Thought Scour first before activating. Oh,
third Phoenix.
Third Phoenix and a Terramander. Okay, that's one spell.
Ooh, there's a looting.
There's a Faithless Looting. Let's go. All right, Mike is looking for a second 1-mana spell here that he can ditch.
Ooh, that's a Ponder.
Yes. All right, we did it. We did it, fam.
We did it.
Truly.
Yeah, he milled 2
Mill
Phoenix,
two Phoenix
and
on
then another
Scour,
one.
and then
Yeah.
mill 1 Phoenix on the next Scour. It's
Yeah.
true. Those are the godlike card.
Indeed, the God Mill.
It's almost like playing Thought Scour with Phoenix is a good idea.
Right, yeah, maybe.
It's almost like it's a draw 2 instead of a draw 1.
So there's a Ponder, and the third spell will be a looting, and then he's going to crack in for 9, most
Yeah.
likely. At
He
least.
says- oh, yeah, he's going to get a shuffle too, so this looting's going to see 2 fresh ones. I like the way he's sequenced all of this, right?
Yeah.
He's done a very good job. Mike's a very heads-up player. He's done top 8s at Eternal Weekend Vintage in the past. Did a lot to help develop Shops and Steel Stompy. All right.
Well, there's the looting.
What can we find the last Phoenix is the real question.
Discard some
not
more
quite.
lands.
We're only getting 9 power.
You're
in
gonna
there.
get 3 of them out.
Who needs Buried Alive?
Boom,
Who needs
take
Buried
9.
Alive?
Don't need it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I would assume he's not playing Buried Alive, or if he is like 1 copy or
Yeah, something
right?
like that.
Because
Yeah.
He's playing Dak and
He is
Thought
black
Scour.
still, so something's going on.
Yeah,
But yeah. Maybe just for Cabal
Cabal
therapies,
therapy.
yeah. Well, Greg is, I think, on
Greg
dead.
Greg is in the
he's
scoop
going-
phase.
Saw a little head shake there, and that'll do. That will do.
Yeah, I just think Greg, I mean, he had the tutor, but he really needed to find like an LED or some other piece of artifact mana to get going there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he finds LED, then he can probably go off.
Yep, I think that's why he took the draw step, and he definitely was set up to do a lot if he
Yeah.
was able to start churning through his deck with those cantrips and
Yeah.
produce some more mana. But
He had a slow hand, and Mike punished him and got those Phoenixes off the Thought Scours.
yeah, absolutely. Well, do. Sideboards for these two gentlemen. Greg, usually a pretty good proponent of shuffle all 15 in and take 15 cards out. Pretty sweet stuff.
The pro life.
I honestly love it. I think everyone should do that all the time. It would be sweet.
Why not?
It's just very. It's a way of thinking about sideboarding that I like quite a bit because it forces you to consider your deck as a whole and not just like plus X cards minus X cards.
Right.
Not gonna lie, tonight's stream, I'm hungry. I didn't eat enough.
Dude, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Got to get to that finish
But
line.
all of those silences that you're hearing, just know I'm thinking about cheeseburgers. And that's why I'm not talking about magic cards. All right. Storm for Greg Mitchell. We got Xantid Swarms coming in. That's fine. That seems pretty fair. He wants to do his stuff. Does Joe Killmill 4 Phoenix when he scours and always has double gut shot turn 1? It's true. That's a very Joe Cool move right there.
It certainly is.
Joe Cool mills 2 Phoenixes and draws the gut shot. And then he has a Faithless Looting in hand. And then he gets 2 Phoenixes off that as well. It's true. You can hear some lovely people in the background of our lovely game store out here, Mock Boarding House Ballard, for those of you unaware. If you guys are in the area, it's a very chill game store. It is brought to you by CardKingdom.com, which is bringing you this as well.
Indeed.
Thanks for watching. This is just Monday Night Legacy. You guys are all mostly regulars, but if you're stumbling in on Twitch somehow, or if you're new to Magic, this is the most fun format. You can't play it on Arena. You got to play a lot of money to get the good lands, but I swear, it's very fun. That's all I can tell you about it. Look at that big academy. That academy. I love those full art playmats that like go the full bleed. They don't have any other like border or anything on them. It's just like, here's the whole dang art. Where's the store? The store's in Ballard.
Well, that's the one I have with
Ballard, Washington.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, right outside of Seattle. There is another store in Bellevue, Washington, that is much larger than this one, in the same family, owned same. So we have a chain at this point for Mox Boarding House, but Legacy is played at and broadcast from Ballard on Mondays.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah, it's a nice little Monday night action we have going on here. We definitely have many souls out here that are dedicated to playing this format every week, which is nice.
Got a
This is
very
game 2, I should
healthy,
suggest.
lively community of Legacy players in Seattle, so
Yep.
lucky to be here over anywhere else.
Yep.
For Legacy.
All right, let's see how many Phoenixes can Mike get
This
this
is
game.
game 2. Mike took Phoenix, or Mike on Phoenix took game 1.
Yeah, I just went and adjusted that. We're all up to date now. Greg is setting up for Storm stuff, but it looks like he's got a bit of a slow hand. Yeah, always come out. It's a wonderful storefront. If you like board games, it's chock full of them. I don't play too many myself, but they're fun. And there's just a nice tournament area. There's like in this store, it's not the biggest store in the world, but it's for a game store, it's very big. 72-seat event room. So that's very nice for us for big tournaments. Meanwhile, Greg's going to fetch away some cards from this brainstorm.
Greg's cantripping, fetching, thought seizing.
Yeah, all the good things. All the nice ones.
Mike will fetch in response, presumably brainstorm himself, perhaps?
Yeah, I would imagine. These two play against each other a lot. They are testing partners. They are in all the same Facebook groups with one another talking about Magic. This is like a well-rehearsed dance, I'd imagine. Each of these guys knows exactly what the other's capable of.
It's like what we do, except without blue decks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just grind a lot of matches. They're
Yeah.
always playing other formats before a tournament starts too. Old school or Canlander or something kooky like that.
Canlander.
Canlander's cool.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like EDH for cool people.
Oh, tight.
That's
Oh,
how
Canadian Highlander. Right.
Yeah. Chylander.
Sure.
I like calling it Chylander. No, that doesn't seem to stick with anybody.
Greg takes the ponder. He's got double looting Manamorphose lands
Yeah.
stuff.
I want to see Mike churn through his deck right now. Let's go. Let's go.
He's gonna
Let's
churn it.
Morphos. Let's morph that Phos. And then double loot.
looting into,
yeah,
into
and then
4
double
Phoenixes.
loot. Yeah, into 4 Phoenixes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Nah, he's gonna draw a Phoenix off. No, that's fine. He has looting. Yeah, we're gonna Manamorphose, draw a Phoenix, loot, draw 2 more Phoenixes, loot, draw the last Phoenix, and a gut shot.
Get him.
He's just gonna do it. They keep tempting so much fate. All of the fate. I guess he's not going to Manamorphose.
All the fates.
Makes sense if you want to get this out first.
Well, he's got a young Pyromancer, so now he has a setup turn.
Exactly.
Where you just make
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes.
Yep.
See if
Hand
Greg,
in hand with the Phoenix plan as well.
Greg's going to cantrip more because that's what Storm does.
Yeah.
Cantrips and then kills you. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, Phoenix is an interesting phenomenon. They've been, they always, so it's funny. They make a Phoenix almost every big set, right? There's always some sort of Phoenix. And they're usually standard hitters. They're usually standard cards that either they don't see a lot of play or they're like pretty good in certain decks. But this one is like, it's like they were tempting. They were like, how can we just maybe push this card into older formats just a little bit? And now it's everywhere.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know. I'm still not sure how good it is in Legacy. It's had some very, very up and down.
That's true.
Moments
I don't think it's.
since its
I certainly
release.
don't think it's overpowered, but that
No.
it's on the power level enough to play in Legacy. I think speaks.
It's got some pretty severe weaknesses and some pretty great, like lots of strengths as well.
Yep.
So
Absolutely. So.
And I still don't think people have found like the version for it. Everybody's still messing around with the lists.
I know that's what Mike's doing for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He also agrees that people have not found the version.
Buried Alive was strong, but I don't know if it's like the tipping point of the deck.
Yeah, certainly this does not seem to be a deck. This build doesn't seem focused on Buried Alive at all.
No, it seems more like looting Manamorphose, Thought Scour, Dak Phaeton.
Yep.
Just trying to
Just
draw them and put them in your
Churning
yard.
through your whole deck, basically. But we do have a Pyromancer plan happening here.
It does seem
instead.
to be that Pyromancer is the agreed upon secondary plan for the deck. But
just
this seems
fits.
more like a UR Delver type shell because he's got Terramander as well.
Yeah. I think he's drawing off the UR shell. It's not actually clear to us what the Black Splash is for still. We just saw the mana.
Yeah, have we seen a black card?
Not quite. No. But I'm willing to bet that there might be Cabal Therapies in the sideboard.
Sure, there's therapy.
Yeah.
Maybe some number of Buried Alive somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that for sure. All right. So, Mike's sitting on Force of Will backup and has attackers. It's really just Greg Mitchell on the back foot again in this game. And he's got flush with lands of Ritual, but not a lot of action. It doesn't seem. Yeah, Petal, Ritual. Cabal Therapy here is maybe not bad, but probably not accomplishing a lot. Yeah, wow, jeez. I mean,
I'm assuming, did Greg name Force here? I wonder. Guess not.
No, he must have named Faithless Looting, but I'm not sure exactly why, other than not wanting it to be a one-mana spell. But here's
There's
Dak.
the deck.
Yeah, and that's fine for Mike.
More looting stuff happening.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about not making a token or anything. He's very set up. He has the force. He's making Greg play around single Force of Will, which I think gives him a certain amount of time for sure. So that's known between both players. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Or rather 5, just 5 damage.
Well, Greg is on a 2-turn clock now. So he's going to have to go off soon if he's going to do it.
That's exactly it, yeah. And Mike can just sit pretty on backup and activate deck every turn as well. But this is
Yep.
nice too. There's nothing wrong with a ponder.
I mean, if he finds Phoenixes this turn, then Greg's just dead.
Yeah.
Even... No, he'd have to find 2 Phoenix.
Yeah. I don't think we realize you got to play Ritual. It's more like an all-in. Yeah. This deck is much more of a
Well, there's a
Delver deck.
Thoughtseize, so that's a black card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That makes-
LED Darkrit, Petal Land. That's not a whole lot happening from Greg's side.
Yeah, I do think that one of the strengths of the Phoenix deck was that it got to play main deck Thoughtseize, and I think that might be something that Mike is keyed into here, either main or side deck.
Takes the Darkrit, leaving him with a bunch of mana.
Yeah, this is a pretty clear evisceration here of the Storm strategy. Greg just not able to assemble the machine.
I don't think Greg's draws have been that excellent.
They haven't been very kind. Yeah, definitely not.
This is probably a lot closer matchup for Storm than what we're seeing.
I'd agree. Yeah. This doesn't seem like super typical. Well, there's a brainstorm. Greg says maybe I'm not dead, but I'm probably dead. Except,
you fight a Piff.
except I forced that.
Yeah,
and you're dead.
except you're dead, though.
Yeah, except you're dead.
Because I see the rest of your hand.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well,
all right.
that's
Well,
actually a quick
2-0.
one. Yeah, I'll step up here and see if we can find us a backup match. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, Buried Alive is certainly a card that you want to be playing in a combo style shell. I think Mike is experimenting with a more controlling style. You see some of the cards he brought in: Flusterstorm, Extraction, Thoughtseize, Explosives. The third color allows him to run EE as well. I haven't been keeping up too much with the most recent iterations of Phoenix, but I know the deck is still being played around with quite a bit. Greg just bringing in the copies of Xanad's Form and an extra empty and what looks like an Echoing Truth. See if we have a backup match here.
Okay, folks, we did it. We found a backup match.
We did it.
It's going to be Patrick Daly, who we had on earlier, versus Casey Locke. All right. Patrick on the Planeswalker Enchantment Nick Bit deck. And actually, Casey on... I'm not sure. I'll check in a second.
Something.
Yeah. Make sure this is Big fit. All right, these players are going to game 2. So they were just resolving mulligans. They were the only table that was not actively in a match out there. I could see all of them because it's a pretty small table. Yeah. We'll get this set up. I'll go figure out the rest of the logistics right now.
Casey just showed us some hand very briefly that I didn't see.
Thanks, guys.
Okie dokie. Casey won game 1. Patrick will be on the play. Get that adjusted right here as well.
I saw a ponder.
Oh yeah, I think he's on some sort of Delver. I'm trying to
Okay.
remember. He might be on blue-red. We will see pretty quickly though.
I love magic cards too, Jordan.
Oh. Oh. Hello.
Jordan Isaka in the house.
I love magic cards too, Mr. Isaka. It's nice to see you in the digital world. I hope you're doing well, bud. I hope we'll see you on Saturday. I'm sure we will. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
I'm so not ready.
I'm definitely not ready.
I haven't played Magic in a month, Jordan. I have no
I'm
idea what I'm
ready
doing.
if I have really sweet opening 7-card hands, and then I'm ready. If I have to mulligan a bunch of trash, then I'm not ready. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Jordan,
Gotta
I know
go.
you have an early bedtime, but
Oh, I love you too, Jordan. Thanks
we
for
want
stopping
you.
in.
We want you to come back sometime.
Yes.
Come swing by.
Hi back. Good to have you here briefly.
See you on the weekend.
Indeed.
We're
See
gonna
you for the battlegrounds.
Wizard Tacoma Takeover 2019. Tacoma Wizard Dome 2019. It's gonna be great.
Wizard battle
It's gonna be great.
in the dome.
Yeah, in the Wizard Dome. Getting up to some whiz biz.
All right, Patrick leads the Savannah. Casey's pondering.
Yeah, Casey's pondering. What is Casey playing, huh? That's
Blue.
Storm.
Ooh.
Is this another Storm deck? Yeah, those are Cabal Rituals.
More Storm in the house.
More Storm. Storm. Which, yeah, I mean, Nick Fit doesn't do a lot to stop this deck until like turn 3 or 4.
Where is our Storm savior, James Johnson? He's
Yeah,
not
it's a
here
good
tonight.
question too. James hasn't been around. James is probably.
James may be doing other life things.
That doesn't seem right.
possible.
That doesn't seem
No?
right. He's probably playing Moto somewhere, or he had to work late or something like that.
Who knows?
There's always a reason. I don't know. I'm hopeful that. Oh,
What's
shenanigans.
happening?
What's happening indeed. 21 minutes left in the round in this second match that we're bringing to you in round 3. Just a reminder to everybody, this is round 3. I just realized it's not up there. One more round after this, and that is it for the Monday Night Legacy broadcast. Thank you guys for joining us. You know,
Patrick living wishes for a cavern. We saw him do that earlier to find lands.
yeah, I think that's probably like, he probably has like a couple different lands in his board, but only a few, and I think it's probably like caverns so that you can always get uncounterable. Tower so that you can have a sack outlet that you can search for. Like ones that have certain utilities. Right off the bat.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe Crocus. If that's not just
we're gonna see Casey try to go off double Cabal right here
Okay.
into a Buried Alive. Is this Phoenix?
Oh, this is Phoenix.
Ooh,
we got tricked. That makes more sense, especially considering there's a Shockland right there.
This looks like the old all-in. No, this is Phoenix Storm because he's playing Cabal Red and Buried Alive. So this is probably Shearer's Phoenix Storm list.
Yeah, this might be that.
Or something
Phoenix
close
Storm.
to that.
We're gonna put Phoenix Storm for now.
Yeah, it is
cool.
Phoenix
Seems
Storm.
Seems cool.
So,
wow. All right.
And Patrick's just going to take 9 here off a double Cabal Red, Buried Alive, get my Phoenixes into play.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Patrick's like, oh, I have blockers.
This is actually sort of a plan. Sort of. You can take out 2 of these Phoenixes.
1 Phoenix.
Right, but then you flash back.
Right, yeah. But
for the whole card.
You would be dead.
Right.
Well, no, not dead.
Not dead.
But close to dead.
Yeah, you would be close to dead. It's not good. It's not good. This isn't great. I think Patrick needed to find like ley lines if he had them, and if not, surgicals, and that's too late. So.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Phoenix Storm. Well, so much for this being our backup match. I hope that we can maybe find another round of people going to Game 3. This is what's happening. Wow. Okay, so Patrick's just jumping 1. I don't get that.
Patrick,
I don't quite get that.
Dead? Question mark.
Yeah.
He may have a sweeper
What
of some kind.
is the deal with not trading for a Phoenix instead?
Well, then
You're dead either way.
that's true.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's fine. We're going to happen. We're going to KC Phoenix. KC. Oh, that's right. There's a lot of, yeah. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
I'm with you on that one. But we're here, and we're
I'm
giving
commentating
you,
Magic, and I'm tired. I'm hungry.
and we're giving you all
That's it.
legacy action.
That's it. We're over.
We're over.
There's a lot of people playing EDH behind me. That's fine. They're allowed.
EDH is a
They're
fun
allowed
format.
to make their decisions.
Yeah. You know.
All right. People drew lands.
People truly, yeah. Casey drew a turn. Looks like.
He wants to use the other spirit to flash back Lingering Soul. What? What am I missing there?
Phyrexian
to
Tower
flash back.
sack. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't have black mana, I noticed. Thank you. Okay, I'm smart. We're smart. We did it.
There's an Explorer, so we can sack the Explorer to get 2 black and like
Yeah,
do
but
a thing.
that's not
I don't
gonna.
know.
Yeah. Well,
So he has 2 black plus 2 other lands. There's 6 mana here. Could he have Deed?
no, he has a Rector, and he
Oh.
has no way to cast it. He already used his tower. I don't even know, man. He's just flashing back souls, yeah.
All right. Get some more dudes to chump for another turn. To
Now
find
he has
Nugan.
literally 1 turn, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He only has 6 mana, too, so I don't even really know.
Well, I mean, he's got a
Find
tower.
Deed.
He
He
has
can find
7.
Deed.
There's a Karn in his hand.
Yeah,
It's a Rector.
Okay.
Well, if he finds a sack outlet.
Well, he has a sack outlet for next turn.
Oh, right, the tower. So he could sack the Rector and find a
He can now cast
Ugin.
Rector and sack it to tower.
And he has 3 chump
He
blockers.
can win. Yeah, he can win. Depending on what's in his deck. For sure. At this point, he's like, should I just jump all 3? Stay at 5 life? He seems confident that he can deal with them next turn. So I think he's trying to figure out.
Yeah, I think he'd chump all 3. You don't want any of them to get in the graveyard if your plan is to sack Rector to get an Ugin.
Something like that, right? Yeah, I think that's perfect. Got that. Oh, wow. Maybe we're storming now? Jeez.
Yeah. Casey's like, oh, I got to do this now. I see the line.
Oh, yeah, he can just storm for lethal, right?
Tutor for a Piff.
Tutor for a Tendrils. But he doesn't have the mana.
Tendrils, yeah, you can just.
Oh, he does
you
have
can just,
mana.
Yeah. You can just do that.
My gosh.
Patrick's like, I needed 1 turn.
I
Well,
know.
you're not going to get it.
Yep. That'll do. All right. I'm gonna go take a look again. That's our backup match.
Tight.
I'm just gonna play something. Like a single war card in the deck, so I don't pretty much know that there's I was actually thinking like I could go away somewhere else. They're also pretty cool cards.
Yeah, so I believe Jake's looking for a backup match currently, another one. We have 15 minutes left in round 3. We've seen Mike take down Greg on Phoenix, and then we saw Casey take down Patrick also on Phoenix, but a different version of the same deck. More the old all-in buried alive combo version.
There might be something that
Thanks everybody for joining us, by the way. It's good to be here. It's only my 2nd time casting, but I'm good friends with Jake, so glad to be in the booth with him and bring you guys some Legacy on this fine Monday evening, last Monday of April. Exciting times ahead for the format. We got War of the Spark out next week. We got London Mulligan, maybe not, maybe, who knows? Hopefully not, in my opinion, but probably soon enough. I've been taking a break from Magic, but normally I'm.
extra games. All right, everybody. Here's the deal.
Oh, we got Jake back.
It's a small night. Everybody's either in matches or done. So that's it. We're waiting till around. I mean, that means we'll probably end early, likely. But we're just chilling. We're gonna take it back to the booth.
We're gonna chill for 13 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to make note and say thank you guys for watching, especially because these days it is pretty rare to see, from my knowledge anyway, in-store streams, especially with like the deluge of Twitch streams that have come in for Magic, and it's cool to see the Magic numbers go up a lot.
There's a couple of shops that do some frequent Legacy in-store streaming.
I'm pretty interested in kind of knowing those guys.
Paragon City Games is a big one. Utah. They do a lot.
They do a weekly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Actually, I know QC keeps a schedule, so that's really nice.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
my big point is shout out to you guys for watching in-store Magic and for watching like people coming out and playing this game and not watching like a floating head talking over an arena stream. I think this is so much more special than a lot of like what takes up the traditional space on Twitch on Magic. And it's not to say that stuff's bad either. It's just that like I would love to see more stores streaming.
Yeah,
I would love to see more. I would love to see more, whatever you want to call this level, tournaments being streamed of local communities. I love that stuff. And it's not like everyone has the resources. We're pretty lucky to have it. But basically, shout out to you guys for watching on that level of appreciation. Like, you definitely have a choice. And choosing this, you got good taste.
And we get good numbers here, and we have a
pretty good. We have a nice little
Legacy in Seattle. And
we have
frequent
a nice
tournaments.
Well, in Seattle, we have very nice community. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's one of the reasons we're able to keep the stream going. Right? Is we actually have bustling rooms of Legacy players. We're not just. It's not a dead crowd. I know we get a lot of regulars, but we have a lot of people here. Here in Brazil, they stream Legacy once a month. That's awesome. It's called CLC. That's awesome. I'll keep an eye out for that. I would love to know more about
Alabama
more
Legacy League.
streams.
I don't know. Do we know what
I've seen results from Alabama Legacy League. I've never seen the streams. They show up on MTG Top 8 though. Their tournaments often show up.
I know Channel Fireball will stream some.
Do they?
XKs. Yeah.
When do they stream those? I feel like I never see that.
I always have.
I always see the results from those, and I never see streams. But
they'll be streaming them.
I may not be looking. I certainly may not be looking in the right place.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't get up. Honestly, everyone was complaining about no stream on Niagara Falls, but like it was Easter weekend.
Right.
So it's like I completely understand why there wasn't a stream on Easter weekend.
There's also Bay Area Eternal does some streams.
I know them. I know that name. I'm into that. I also know. A buddy of mine, Ryan, in Florida, is starting to get some more in-store Magic going as well. He does streams on Twitch as well as Salty Spittoon. So shout
Didn't know
out to
you
him.
knew him.
Yeah.
Certainly lost to him on Moto before. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right on. Yeah.
He plays like a lot of.
He's doing a thing right now where he plays a different Chalice deck every week.
Right. Yeah. He was playing a lot of Antiquities War, which happens to be a terrible matchup for both my decks.
Yeah. He's a friend from Florida. I met him the last time he came out from.
Turns out
2015. So quite a while ago.
Turns out that Antiquities War is quite good against non-blue decks. Non-blue fair decks.
You can't do a lot to stop it, right?
No.
Unless you blow it up before it turns everything into a 5/5.
Yep.
CFP has in-store Legacy every Wednesday, which is streamed. Dude, all right. So I'm totally missing that. I got to check that out.
It does happen.
All right, that's tight. But it's not on is it on the Channel Fireball channel?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
I believe
sweet. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I'm going to look to that for some knowledge.
I know there's a store in Arizona that will occasionally stream tournaments as well.
CFP Event Center is the channel, dude. That makes way more sense. Okay, that's
I was wrong. Yes, it is not just CFP apparently.
No, it makes sense that they have a different channel though, right? Like, Cool.
Watching
Good stuff.
from Ireland. Well, good to have you here. Small community,
Shout outs to you,
but
man. Thank you so much.
that's what's cool. We have people from all over the world. We got Ireland,
Yeah.
we got Brazil.
No, it is truly, even though it's only like, in the numbers of hundreds or whatever, it's international, and that's what we love. People who love Legacy really do, like, there can't be enough Legacy content. Like, there's so much Magic content, and like we need Legacy content. Like in the midst of that, we need more Legacy content. So I think that's cool. I know there's a lot of podcasts, but that's a format where everyone can talk about Legacy. I would love to see more. People playing each other in Legacy all the time. I could watch people play each other in Legacy, like pretty much whatever, and be entertained by it for the most part.
There are a shocking number of Legacy podcasts.
Yeah, FB Group for Alabama League. They have a streaming invitational. They stream on Twitch. That's tight. Very cool.
There's so many Legacy podcasts.
Okay.
And I don't know what
so
it is about that, but there's just a lot of them.
It's enthusiasm and a
there's
low
more
entry point.
starting.
It's enthusiasm and a low entry point to production, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's a lot.
Honorog and Brian Cook and Wilson Hunter started one recently, and it's been in like the 4th episode.
Wait, doesn't Wilson Hunter have another?
No, the Brainstorm show that died. It ended.
So this is the same thing.
Yeah, well, he started a new one with
Whatever.
Honorog and Brian.
Whatever. All right, that's fine. Why didn't you just keep the Brainstorm show and bring them on?
I don't know. Maybe the other co-hosts had life stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, clearly I'm not in on the loop. So
yeah, they're pretty consistent Legacy people. Honorog streams Legacy all the time.
Yeah, those dudes are the real heads. I mean, I'm not even on their level of being that involved in the
format. I try
to
be, but it's too much energy.
It's tough.
Me.
I mean, yeah, it's true. They're in a place where like it feels to me like there's a lot of time in my life that I take for things that aren't Legacy that maybe is like taken up by Legacy for other people. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was for me for a while.
I could go really, really deep, and I just haven't because I get distracted, and I have an ADD-type individual.
Yeah. There's
whatever.
other stuff to do.
But that's why I love listening to those guys. Their podcasts are very good for that reason. These guys think about Legacy more. And we have a couple of these cats around here, too. We have, like, Jordan Isaka is just, like, always in, his head is always in the format, you know? Jeremy Edwards, his head is always in the format. At one point, my head was thoroughly entrenched in the format.
Yeah.
It definitely is not as much anymore as I sit here doing commentary for Legacy.
I mean, I was playing every day and doing, I obviously, like,
waxes and wanes. You yourself are very involved. You were on Leaving a Legacy podcast. I was. Shout out to that.
But I
also shout out to Jerry Mee. That dude got top 8 at the Niagara.
Hey, definitely shout out to Jerry Mee.
Yeah, it's cool.
Congrats to him. Top 8 on.
He's had Jordan Isaka on his show in the past as well.
Yeah, my
experience
about
Seattle Legacy. So
my
that was very cool.
was quite good with that stream or with that podcast, and Jerry, it was a lot of fun doing that.
Awesome.
I mean, I've also been on a break for about a month, just doing other stuff because I was playing really deep into it. Really, like you just gotta sometimes you gotta step out from that. So.
I mean, because your part kind of there's that online moto community to some degree as well.
Yeah, which I definitely stay up on, and I still like answer questions on Discord and stuff. But
I only know that community through names. I don't play, so like I really only look at these deck lists and these results, and I kind of learn who's consistent that way.
Right.
But I never encounter anybody because I don't have a moto account. I don't play on moto, so.
It's not the best program.
No, definitely not. I think at a certain point I'll probably end up buying in a little bit just for like Cube and stuff like that. I doubt that'll ever get over to Arena.
They do like Holiday Cube and Legacy Cube, and they'll switch. It did say that, yeah. They switch up the type of cube they do.
That's the main appeal for sure.
Vintage Cube has
the
been
main appeal
as well. Vintage Cube is Holiday Cube, I guess.
Yeah, Vintage Cube's alright. I feel like Cube with power is
silly.
Not as fun as Cube without power, in my opinion. Joe Cool Facts.
More Joe Cool Facts. Can't get enough.
I can look. I was going to ask what Sean's record is. Sean, why? Okay. All right. Actually, we don't know.
1-1.
We have old stats, but yeah, Sean was 1-0 going into round 3. Or 1-1 going into round 3.
Yeah.
For anybody wondering how Sean Yu is doing tonight, Sean Yu was 1-1 going into round 3. Can you say the name of the channel that you use to stream? Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. This is not really a... absolutely. We will not stop you from promoting another Legacy stream. in
Well,
this
which
chat.
we went over which ones a little bit earlier would see play. I mean,
the
there's
short-
a number of them.
Yeah, the short answer, if you weren't there earlier, is probably Narset and Teferi in Miracles to some degree.
Yeah, then
Po-
Ugin,
possibly Ugin in Colorless
Post.
Eldrazi Post. You know,
possibly Karn, possibly Vivian and Maverick,
Mhm.
possibly Ashiok and something.
hmm
I don't think any of them will make a huge impact, but some of them will certainly see some play. But to me, it doesn't seem like there's like some like, oh, this Walker is busted.
yeah. Okay, so Luciano Guma is the channel that we can check out for monthly Legacy from Brazil. That's sweet. I definitely want to check some of those out. It's really cool to try to like kind of connect with the community through the world. I love looking at results from different nations or from like
Yeah.
completely different Legacy communities just to get an idea of what the meta's like in other places. Because the meta in Legacy is very much a pocket thing. The Lego C, indeed.
Oh, the explosive. Yeah.
I'm on Maverick too. That's going to be an interesting one.
Battle or Blast Zone.
Yeah, Blast Zone. Blast Zone's pretty cool.
I think that is going to be the card that makes the biggest impact on Legacy, most likely, at least in lands.
No, definitely.
And then maybe
And
another
in
deck.
general, yeah, and maybe another decks.
Other colorless decks, maybe Eldrazi plays them, maybe maybe
Maverick's thinking about it, I
Loam.
think.
I don't
They'll
think
probably
Loam
test
will,
it.
but
Yeah.
I might try it in Loam just to see, but I doubt I don't think it's good enough.
I think it's a little too slow.
It's slow. It's also another colorless land in a 4-color deck. Lands is 2 colors, so it's easier to support that.
Sounds like Gravidad been doing that in chat or starting to test it.
Yeah.
I play Maverick as well, so that's something I have on my mind.
I don't think it's
I don't think it's.
good
I
enough.
think
in
it's too
Maverick,
slow. Yeah. I don't think it's. I think you have a lot of cards that deal with those threats or the kinds of things you would be dealing with there.
I think Tomac is obviously going to see some play in D&T.
Oh yeah, so he's a 2/3 flyer. That's cool.
He shuts off Dark
lands,
Depths
yeah,
combo.
shuts off Dark Depths combo.
And Wastelands and stuff.
I think that card might end up just as a sideboard card, though. I don't know if main deck. I don't know if it's worth it in the main deck.
Yeah, I think it's fine as a 1/0.
Yeah, but like, why over like a Sarah Avenger, right? Like,
well,
just
because
for that splash hate, that little bit.
because especially if lands starts to pick up and play after Blast Zone.
Yeah, maybe Blast Zone. Yeah. Like to kill Delvers. There's nothing wrong with that.
It stops Blast Zone, doesn't it?
Yeah, it should. I
Yeah.
believe so. If it stops land abilities, then it should. Yeah.
I feel like Blast Zone's probably pretty good against D&T, so maybe you want something that can.
Not a bad call.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not
we'll
a bad
see.
call.
See what
I like
happens.
it. Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, well, we're still waiting, but only 1 minute left in round, so it looks like some people are still playing it out, waiting for round 4. The only good Delver is a dead one. Well,
I agree. I kill Delvers. I don't play them.
I like to Zealous Persecution them before they flip. I got a 4-for-1 with Zealous Persecution the other day. It was nice.
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
That's a lot for one.
Yeah. It was 2 birds and 2 things. Magic is now
else.
hosting you. Wow, that's really cool. I hope that isn't that the main Magic channel? Am I
Who's
wrong?
Magic? Is it? I don't know.
I might have to check that because that would be pretty sweet. Let's see. Do. I think their one is different, isn't it? Isn't it like Magic TCG or something like that?
I'm not sure. You heard a rumor I hate foils? Well, that would be false.
Oh, I hate foils.
I love foils. We all know this.
Yeah, it's me.
Jake hates foils.
I mean, hate's really strong. I just I feel like they're very. I don't try them.
You don't try them.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't want.
Hey, that is cool. We are being hosted by the main Magic channel. That's incredible. Wow. Shout out to you guys if you're watching via the Magic channel and you just joined us. This is Real Paper Magic, streamed out of a store. in Ballard, Washington. You've probably seen the store in WotC promo stuff because it's gorgeous, and WotC lives, in Washington. So
Yeah.
they come in here, they photograph the store, they use it in a lot of promo material. It's really a loving relationship they have going on with the Card Kingdom folks here, and big shout outs to you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, say hey. If you guys are regulars, you've been here the whole time, you know how awesome this is. And we'll get a new round of Legacy going for you guys pretty soon. Oh yeah, sub 40 minutes on the clock. I think we have some control players still playing, but I don't know if that's a practice match or not. I'm just spotting from over here.
How they warp if you don't take good care of them. I mean, I don't know. I keep all my foils that I use for my decks double sleeved all the time, and they're fine. I can't expose them to sun either.
It's a weird environmental thing too. I've heard foils are very hard to own in like Hawaii because it's just so hot all the time and the sun's always out.
Well, Seattle's a great place to own foils.
It's you get what's it called, humidity. But as long as you have as long as you have like air conditioning and stuff,
right?
Then yeah, you can just keep it dry, cold and
or
dry.
you just don't play foils.
Yeah, that's personally, I just like, I really just like the
old school.
The simplicity.
Yeah.
The uniformity of like regular, all together.
Well, I mean, I did. Foiling out my decks, you just dig yourself into a black hole even further because it's just like way more money for like shiny stuff. But
yeah, it's.
Yeah, I started a long time ago.
Listen,
and just like,
we all play a game where we buy pieces of cards.
Yeah,
we all know what the deal is.
Yeah,
here.
I just like.
Okay,
we
all know what's going on.
I like it shiny. I don't know. Feels like it's an intimidation factor, and you sit across from somebody and you have an all foiled out.
Is it
deck? Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think
it's
so.
An intimidation factor.
Well, that's what I've been told.
I don't know. I think that hopefully we'll get the next round started soon, you guys. That's all I want. I want one more round of Legacy.
So that we can go grab some food.
Yeah. And so that we can show Legacy to the people that might be watching us in the Magic channel, all 200 some of you that are not from our original channel.
Was there really 200 people that came in?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like off hours for the Magic, and it's dropping, but we're glad to keep you if you're sticking around.
Yeah. We do have one more round coming up at some point here. In the next moments.
Yeah. Pretty soon. Oh my god, I keep messing up the thing that I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do one thing, but I'm doing it while I'm live on stream.
My hottest banned and restricted take for Legacy? You mean like what could get banned?
Yeah, right? Like what could get banned? I don't even know what's a hot take.
Nothing outside of True Name Nemesis, but that's more a hope than reality. Unless they ban something with the London Mulligan, they could be like, "Oh, we're gonna ban Grizzlebrand and Ancient Tomb." I don't know. I don't know what they'll do.
We gotta wait and see.
Yeah, I think the format was great pre-London Mulligan, so who knows what will happen.
I think we have round 4 starting soon, you guys.
Yeah, any minute.
Yeah, and we'll see how London affects Legacy. I don't think it'll be as impactful as some people are worried about, but I do think that it remains to be fully seen either way.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I think it's been tested on Moto for the last month. People seem to like it. So
yeah, people seem to be okay. I do think that Vintage is just going to be even a bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an even bigger, like just complete.
It was already a mess.
Yeah.
Now it's a more messy mess.
Vintage is going to be silly.
It's always been silly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. Vintage used to have like this kind of like sort of gentleman's dual quality to it, and it really doesn't have that anymore. I guess probably not. I don't know. I shouldn't speak. I don't play it. But ask Mike Kiesel.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I do know that it is very, feels like it's either shops or like paradoxical decks.
Absolutely.
Top of the metagame.
It's a lot of them.
Play one or the other.
Yeah. Well,
Prediction on whether or not the London Mulligan will lead to a ban?
Magic on screen.
I don't know.
What a fun time for the Magic Channel to host us.
Yeah, right. Well, it's coming soon. We promise.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. All right, let's get a sweet one for the night.
I don't know. I don't think it will ban anything, and I don't think serum powder will get any more expensive. And they will probably restrict
Oh
Bizarre.
man,
What do we got?
this could. That's dangerous. A lot of the top tables have already been on camera, so I'm trying to get a fresh one. Let's do table 7. The
Ooh, we
man
gotta do that,
himself.
right?
Yeah. Hey. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. Oh, I think something went wrong with Parians, and also I can't get Will's attention. Hi, everybody. Hey, can we get table 7? Yeah. All right, this is it.
Ooh, we got a classic.
We have a doctor in the house. Sean Yu is playing Magic tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not familiar with Sean Yu, he used to host this stream just about damn near every week for like at least half a year, if not longer. He was a real trooper as far as our volunteer casting crew goes. He helped establish a lot of just the regular things that we do on the stream around here as far as how it operates on a production end. And he is a very big part of the Seattle Legacy community.
Yeah, big time part.
Yeah.
Big time part.
People
So-
tell stories about Sean Yu and his affiliation with the well-known Joe Cool. So these players, he'll be playing against Eli Tripoli, who's a good friend of mine. Eli is on burn tonight, I believe, so this might be a fast one.
What's up?
Connor,
You said my name. I am here. It is me. How's it going? Whoever you are.
this is pretty cool.
It is cool.
Legacy's
Legacy's cool.
Legacy's real cool. 7,000 viewers viewing Magic on Twitch. Obviously, Caleb Durwag has the most.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. He's been doing the stream thing hardcore for a while.
Yeah,
so-
he's in there. He's in there real early.
Yeah, he really streams a lot.
Yeah.
Like every day for a while.
Yep. Hey. Thank you. Whistling? Oh, yeah. Totally. Here, hit me that. I forgot about that. You're good. Here, I'm going to do it down here. Get this on
Oh,
camera.
what's up, man? How you doing?
We're being hosted by the Magic Channel right now on Twitch.
Thanks for being here, Ethan.
I mean, we're being hosted by the Magic
Good to
Channel.
see you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty fun. For one round of Legacy.
Yeah, eventually. They'll see at some point.
Oh yeah, let's take it down to the match at this point, y'all. Sorry, I had to give somebody a card back. Here we go.
All right, well, we finally have a match of Legacy for you all. We have Sean Yu, Legacy, Seattle Legacy staple.
Look at that
versus
play
Eli.
mat. Look at that Red Baron. All right, so Eli versus
nice.
Sean. What is Sean on today? Probably. He's on Grixis. He's on Grixis control for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the
Grix's
cards.
first burn.
I just saw the cards in his hand. This is gonna be a quick one.
Pretty favorable for burn.
Yep. But if there's anyone that could do it, it's Sean Yu.
Yeah, let's see the magic. Can he pull some magic out?
I love this. This is so funny. I feel like it's frequent that we get Sean on camera and he's playing a greedy deck against Burn. This matchup is not good.
No, it's not. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not in the slightest.
All right, here we go. Where was it? Do the thing. Grixis versus D&T is swingier than you'd think.
So I've played that matchup a ton, and I'm actually above I'm at around 60% with D&T against Grixis.
I love you and your stats. You
Yeah.
are a hardcore stat
I do
tracker.
keep track of matchups.
Yeah, you're a hardcore stat tracker.
Grixis is certainly favorable, but I think if you are a good Death and Taxes player, you can leverage some of that, and the matchup is very winnable.
Yeah.
So, and it's better post-board.
Jailer probably helps a lot.
Alice Jailer is the OG versus Grixis.
Yeah,
very
for sure.
good.
You get at least a card out of it.
Kolaghan's Command is obviously a beating, but
Right.
you have some play. Cataclysm is very good as well.
Yeah.
So it's favorable for Grixis, but I think it's closer to like 55-45 if you're a good Death and Taxes player. Yeah, I mean that also certainly factors in.
That was my first turn.
Cataclysm's bonkers. Yeah, it's a good card.
It is a very good card. All right, Sean has 7 cards.
Well, Sean's mulliganing. He probably knows he's against Burn. He's usually good about knowing what's in the room, and I doubt he's found like some completely trash hands.
Especially if you draw
The card is certainly unbeatable for Grixis. If you land Cataclysm as a D&T player, you probably just win the game on the spot.
Similarly, if you land a choke with Maverick, you should be definitely winning that game.
Yeah, because Grixis doesn't get to play Disenchant. So Sean Moles keeps Scry's bottoms.
Yep.
So you say nothing? In the west spot
That's true. Yeah, I mean pilot skill is a very big thing in matchups.
Pilot skill is a big thing in Legacy.
Especially in Legacy, yeah,
it's
really.
just a big thing in Legacy.
Legacy
it's
in
one of the
particular.
reasons that the format's so appealing to people. Wow, that's a light up hand from Eli. He just needs to draw some lands.
So Sean IOKs and sees a bunch of gas.
Yeah, good start for Sean though, as far as the main. As far as the deck goes, being able to swamp IOK, especially on 6 cards, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, looks like Eli's got a suspended Rift Bolt.
Sean has a pretty perfect hand, in all honesty.
What is that? Forest Brainstorm Island.
Gurmag Angler, Fetch.
Yep. Not a bad 6. Sean takes the bolt.
Yeah, just a bolt.
He's going to get bolted.
And we're going to hopefully get to see some action here. Look at that land right up front. Look at that land in the red zone.
Plays a Lavamancer and a Lava Spike.
Look at the lack of fear on Sean Yu right here as he puts his lands right where his creatures should be.
Yeah, and that price progress is pretty dead for the time being.
Man has no fears.
It's going to get Chain Lightning for 3.
I mean, this is also just a rough spot, no matter what. Like Sean has a quote-unquote good hand, but he literally is not going to stop Eli.
But Eli drew 2 lands in a row, and Sean gets to brainstorm here.
Is it the man himself? Is this a rarest sighting? Yo, look at this man has a Snoopy mat and a Snoopy t-shirt right now. He's never and a Snoopy backpack. I guarantee it.
Some big game.
He is a hardcore hustler. All right. Bolt's going to be pretty decent at preventing Lavamancer from doing much, which is nice.
Yeah, Sean's actually in a pretty good position here.
It's not bad.
He gets all basics. Well, not anymore. But
yeah, he gets 1 red, but turning Price of Progress into 2 damage is not that bad.
Right. He's going to take 2 from this Lavamancer here. But he's in a pretty good spot. I mean, Eli's now drawing off the top.
Yeah.
Especially for a game 1 against Burn. It's not bad.
Oh, man.
So Sean's going to ponder. Doesn't like it.
Yep, Culligan's command. That is a good draw, sort of. Not really. Yeah, it's a medium draw. I guess it can. I guess Eli's on no cards. No, it can
So
force.
now-
It can. It can force Eli into some action, but
Yeah, so Sean's going to take 2 here and bolt the Lava Mancer in response.
yeah. Eli's gonna fetch.
But you know what? Sean has cards in his hand and Eli does not, so not bad spot for Sean to be in.
Yeah, it's certainly the kind of thing that he can maybe claw his way out of. But Eli's top decks are all very good in this position, right? Like, look at
Oh, there's
this.
a Goblin Guide.
Here's a Goblin Guide. Yet another thing Sean Yu now has to deal with, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, so he's going to let that resolve, it looks like?
Yeah.
He's got another bolt on top plus an angler coming down,
Yeah.
potentially, so
he's gonna have draw step.
fine.
K command probably. He's probably gonna pass here. Oh, or he just bolt. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. Pop this angler out.
There's the angler and then
Oh,
a
patented
bolt
Sean
up
Yu.
for the guide, but he's going to wait on it. There's a Lava Spike. Man, he's going to have to start thinking about that.
Now
Force
he's
of
thinking
Will.
about the force of will really hard. Yeah,
Oh, he's going to let that go.
this is okay. Next thing probably has to get forced. Is Sean playing beta duels?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I think this is Greg's deck, probably, or something like that. You know,
Yeah, that makes sense.
especially if Greg's playing Storm tonight. I think this is Greg's deck.
Oh, that could be why.
That
yeah,
makes
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of yeah. All right, what do we got, Sean?
Well, Sean can no longer take damage.
Yeah.
So he's debating his options here. He's got Bolt. He's got Force plus Jace. He could draw step K command, discard, and hit Goblin Guide with a Force up.
Yeah, absolutely. He might be playing an old list. If it's his list, it's probably older. But he did play Grixis Control a lot before he stopped playing, which is about 2 years ago now.
I feel like it was pretty recent. Did Grixis move off Angler? I think that must be pretty recent.
Relatively. Yeah, there are Grixis lists that just run like
Do
snaps
they
and
run
true
like
names.
True Name now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Snaps and True Name.
What a mess.
And Strix. And like, that's it. But yeah. Thief of Sanity for Grixis seems sweet. That seems fun. Man, Sean's really thinking through some stuff here on how to best use this bolt, probably.
Yeah, or if he wants to K command, or he's got Snap.
Yeah, I think he
For
wants to K
blocking
command and
or-
draw step. So I
Yeah.
think he wants to K command and draw step and try to force Eli to use the Fire Blast and then force the Fire Blast and then be at 2 life. But Eli could still just draw any card out of that scenario. And so it's not really that great. All right, here we go.
So he's gonna
Yep.
make you discard the pop,
Yeah.
cast it in
Fire
response.
Blast you.
Force
Force
the
Fire
pop.
Blast. Yeah.
Oh, that's a Fire Blast.
Fire Blast. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Fire Blast.
I thought that was Price Progress. That's
Nah.
my bad.
Nah. And so now the Goblin's dead,
Yeah.
and Eli just can draw Lightning Bolt, but he did not. Oh wow!
No.
All right, so this is Sean. This is like expertly. This is Sean doing everything he can, even though it's very unlikely still that he will win.
Well, he's got Snap Bolt now.
I know.
So
He has a lot more outs,
one-turn
but
clock.
I'm just saying Eli has a lot of top decks. Not a lot, but you know,
Looks like Sean might have this one.
Yeah.
Depending on what the card is in Eli's hand,
this is pretty impressive. He's thinking about it right now.
he's gonna go for it.
Snapcaster Mage.
Oh, he doesn't have a bolt in his yard.
He forgot. Oh well, he's just
No,
going.
he's got a bolt in his hand.
No, he's just going for lethal.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's just ambush viping. Oh my God, Sean, you. It's lethal to attack. Yeah. We got there.
So now he's like, do I bolt here? What's happening?
I just play Strix and pass, right?
It's gonna say go. Interesting.
I don't know why he's not bolting, but he's
Why
Sean
would you not just bolt
He's Sean Yu. Because Eli could be representing
a thing?
a lethal spell, for sure.
Sure.
Yeah. He's not, now he's wondering if he responds to the fetch with bolt.
It's like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
got him.
that was cool to see. All right, good game one.
Sean Yu pulls it out.
Yeah.
Eli had some pretty poor draws.
Yeah, absolutely. Two draws to rip a bolt of any kind there.
Yeah,
Any
or, like,
kind.
anything.
Yeah, anything. Yeah. But that
TNN
is the power
TNN is the
of
thing.
decks
though,
with
so
islands.
Legacy. TNN is a busted Magic card.
It's an annoying Magic card.
Yeah.
I think there need to be more cards that deal with X1 creatures.
I think it's the only card in Legacy that could be at least thought. There could be some thought put into potential ban and way down the line,
Maybe way down the line.
but I don't think it's anywhere close to happening currently.
No, definitely not.
They don't ban things in Legacy that often unless they get really out of hand. It took them years to ban Deathrite.
Well, yeah. It took a long time of people. It took a long time of Delver decks not playing Deathrite before Delver decks started playing Deathrite, and
Yeah.
then it was kind of all downhill from there.
Right. And so then that's the question. I mean, how much TNN do we have to see for TNN to get a ban? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. Yeah, well, or yeah, Divining Top 2 was just around forever before they
Yep.
banned it. So
Absolutely.
So it's probably going to take a long time for them to think about TNN.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what both these players can muster from their sideboards here. Sean doesn't have a lot. This is not a huge matchup you devote a lot of space to in your sideboard plan for Grixis control. And being up a game is frankly pretty good.
Yeah, the fact that Sean's up a game right now is like a huge advantage for
Yep.
him because he's inevitably most likely. Like I feel like he's odds of just beating Burn 2-0 are pretty low. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, love to see a Chalice ban. Of course you would.
no.
You brainstorm caster.
Yeah, of course Brainstorm people want to see Chalice banned. If they ban Chalice, I quit.
They banned Chalice. I just played brainstorm.
No, I'm out. I'm out. Peace.
Fair enough.
Neuters my deck.
Yeah, neuters everybody's deck.
Yeah.
Neuters an entire archetype.
They can't ban Chalice and then just not ban Brainstorm.
They wouldn't ban Chalice.
They are the like
It's not going to
the
happen.
two sides of the
We're not even acting as
justice
if it's gonna
scale,
happen.
you know?
For sure. They're really, really, really big pillars of the Legacy format.
Yeah. Insanely pro Brainstorm. Who said that?
That's a joke.
It must be.
You've played Miracles forever.
I played Miracles for not ever. It was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I tried to play Miracles. I sucked at it. And then I realized I couldn't play blue.
That's it. That's got to be it. All right. This is the final match of the night, everybody. Thank you so
It
much for
is.
joining us.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Glad to be here. Glad we could finally cast together. Well, then I'll sell my Ponder and Preordained foils and then sell out of Legacy and leave happily.
Seems good. Well, everybody, are we going to have good Hammonds? Everybody good to go? All right, let's do it.
I know, I have 3 foil Preordains, but I need a 4th one, and they're impossible to find.
Wow, that's crazy. All right.
All right, Eli gets a mountain. And it's presumably going to cast a Goblin Guide
Yeah,
or
we're-
some other turn 1 thing.
We're definitely off to the
Lava
races
Spike.
here. We're definitely off to the races.
Sean kept 7, right?
Yeah.
So, well, there's a Swift Spear. It's in for 1.
4 in a popper deck, that's funny.
Well, that's a $520 popper deck with 4 cards. So.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Let's see what Sean does on his turn 1.
Ponder.
Pondering away.
Yep. Wow, double brainstorm Strix. That's an interesting ponder.
He's already got a Strix in hand.
He's got 2 lands, so I think he's probably just gonna draw
Does he-
here.
Does he have a fetch though?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And
He's
like,
got 1 Badlands, 1 fetch, I believe. So, you know. Yeah, he's like, oh.
he's like, hey,
he's got to shuffle it, yeah. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I just don't think he has the time, right, to use any of those.
Yeah. He can't really just like sit around setting up his
Yep.
brainstorms when he's against burn.
Yeah, that's normally a pretty great brainstorm, but
Not in this world.
you get to shuffle back 2 cards you don't like, and you get to keep brainstorming and Strix. But yeah, it's just too slow, just too slow. Lands down for Eli and
Lava Spike you.
Yep, 1 prowess. Lava Spike you 2 prowess. Chain Lightning you 2 prowess. So
Yep.
that's the full 3.
369 that
Yep,
turn.
yep, exactly. Just like Lil Jon said. Just like the Yin Yang twins said.
They said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Get Low. Sean, you pulling up a fetchable black, fetchable swamp, but brainstorming first. Gonna find a him to 2 rock, a Jace, and a Snapcaster. Yeah, he's just out. He's just done.
He's
done
like,
with
I
that.
can't win this. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna pack it
Game
up.
3. Game
Don't have
3.
any way to deal you 19 before you deal me 10.
Yeah. Ponder usually reads look at the top 3 and shuffle. That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I guess you would be shuffling most of the time when you're pondering.
Do you really though?
I mean, unless you find the card you want.
I mean, maybe you find the card you want. And
I think what Josh is insinuating there is that you are most of the time going to shuffle your library. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
Josh
cast
casts a lot
Ponder
more ponders
correctly.
than me. That's why I trust
I
his
will.
word.
Yeah, I will certainly trust Josh's word on Ponder over my own.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea how to cast that card either.
I love Eli's bounce mat. That's one of my favorite things. It's pretty sweet. I think he drew that himself. It's either that
Looks
or the
that way.
artist drew it. I forget.
Yeah.
He is an artist himself,
It's
so
tight either way.
yeah. I think that philosophy is very smart. Name a card that you want. If it's in the top 3, keep.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's just a very good and mindful way to think about cantrips.
Oh, there's a true name, right? Him, some lands, a Jace, a brainstorm. It is, yeah. It's good advice.
That was a hand of pure bolts for Eli, I think, and no lands.
It's good advice, but it's still not going to help me cast Ponder because I'm probably still going to mess it up.
Wow, dude. Maybe with that attitude.
Hey, but
Come
you
on.
asked me to balance Loam and P-Fire and Bob and all that at the same time. I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I think that means you're probably capable. 6 cards for Eli. Hopefully some of them are lands.
Eli's going to look at his 6.
Yeah, I think there's some lands in
I'm
there.
going to keep that.
And we're off. Hey, check it
It's a
out.
fetch. That's a mountain. It's a lava man.
That's a go. Eli does seem to have, I think, Sulfuric Vortex in hand, which is quite a good,
quite a good
haymaker card
yeah.
against this deck.
Is that a him?
Yeah, it's him. Oof, that's good him.
It's a,
That's going to be a good him.
it's a V good him.
Yeah, we'll see if it hits the really good stuff or just the okay stuff. Yeah, exactly. Let's see if he still has Sulfuric
Right.
Vortex. Indeed.
That's a 3. It's a 3.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh wait,
is
no,
that a
that's
pillar?
not. That's a pillar, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that's a
yeah,
power
yeah,
stack
yeah.
pillar. Yeah. Okay. Different card than what I thought, but pretty good still. Suspend a bolt and get in for Uno.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Eli's got to find 2 more lands, though.
Yeah, I know. He's land light, and that's what's rough. After the him only taking 1 spell is kind of good for him, but kind of not, right?
Oh,
Especially now.
There's a
True name,
the
Nemesis.
evil menace.
But, time is still pretty on his side as far as he's bolting every turn, right?
Well, if Eli can't find another land, he's dead in the water.
It's true.
Oh, it hit Eli's second land. That's pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely hit Eli's second land, yeah.
True name gets in for 3. Eli is going to ping Sean, and Sean's gonna sack it.
Word. So wait, Sean's lost a total of 5 now, right? They haven't been keeping track of life.
No, they have.
Okay. Well, what about the ping from the Lavamancer?
Well, he did because he only took a Rift Bolt before that. So it was Rift Bolt 17, ping to 15.
Oh,
And then
okay.
3 more just
I
now.
missed ping. Okay, I think there was
Yeah.
something else. Yeah.
In for 3 more.
I do think there's main tech Vortex in Eli's deck.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Another Lava Spike here. Sean has a Force. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's having to count out exactly how to do this here. He says okay. But Eli is still stuck on 1 land, so him to Turok doing a
Bolt
pretty
you?
good job.
Yeah, him to Turok's a really
I mean, that's a pretty crazy
it's a
card, right?
busted Magic card.
It's it was designed in a way that they do not design cards anymore.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, here comes the angler.
So Sean's
Sean's done
got this.
Quite
I
a
think.
good job of pulling
Yeah,
ahead here. Yeah,
yeah.
unless Eli draws a land where you can double spell. That was a land, I think.
That him was key.
So, but is it still fast enough? I think it's not.
I think it is.
Unless he has a Fire Blast. What's he
Right.
got? What's he got?
Well, if Eli has a Fire Blast,
Right.
he might have this. But Sean has a Force.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so with Force, there's that. That's got to be it. That's rough. Him to Turok taking out a
Like,
pretty
even
solid
if-
6 from Eli.
Yeah, even if Eli goes Bolt, Fire Blast, he's not enough.
Yeah.
Looks like Eli's going to lose a good matchup, which happens.
I mean, you can definitely see how Sean knows exactly how to play this match.
Right. Well, that's a blocker.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
It does buy Eli a little bit of time.
Very heads up by Eli here.
Yeah.
He knows that he can potentially block 5.
Ooh, that's a land, which unlocks Snap Edict.
Or just Jace
Oh,
Bounce.
no, because he ate it with Angler. Never mind.
Jace Bounce.
Jace Bounce, yep.
Jace
That'll
Bounce
work too.
attack
Yep.
for 8.
Yep.
Presuming
I would
that...
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Alright, wouldn't
you
that
could
be
be
the game?
looking at... No, you could be staring at Bolt Fire Blast with that on the stack right now.
Right, but he's got a Force in hand with a Snap to pitch.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
So
So it should be good.
yeah.
So I think he's
should be
just
game.
making sure,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Bounce your dude. Bolt
Yep,
you
that'll do.
and concede.
Wow.
All right, Sean gets it.
All right, that is 2-1 for Sean Yu. We
Pulling out
didn't mark
some-
Eli's win, but we'll get it up there now. GG. That's the doctor at work on a bad matchup for Grixis. And that'll do it for the night here. We're going to take it back to the booth real quick, you guys.
Yeah, the hymn was certainly quite good there.
Yeah, the hymn was very good there.
But
So,
him is always very good.
if you guys are Legacy players, you know Hymn to Turok is a very good Magic card.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it. And yeah,
So-
him is very good matchup.
Yeah. Byron, thank you.
I always have, like with D&T, I have like 2 lands in hand, and they always
they
him
always
my
get
2
you. They
lands,
always get
and then
you.
I'm like just dead.
Yeah, they always get you.
It's a frustrating time.
Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Speaking for both Connor and myself, we didn't eat a lot, and we were also kind of sleepy. So thank you guys for sticking with us in the commentary. We appreciate you coming out and listening to us talk about Legacy, the format that we always love.
Good being here.
We don't have a stream this weekend, but I do believe that Geek Fortress will be streaming the Puget Sound Battleground.
Will they?
Keep an eye on the Geek Fortress stream for that. It's called Geek Fortress. That's, they're on Twitch. They're very cool guys. TJ Rogers runs the stream. He used to do some commentary for Wizards as well. Very nice cat. Very
He's
hardworking
great.
gentleman.
He's
yes,
great at this
love
stuff.
him. Love him.
Much more experienced than I
Yeah.
at casting.
He has the hours, my dog.
Yeah,
And so he'll be hosting, and hopefully they'll be streaming Legacy, though I think they'll skew towards Modern, and that's all I can say right now. I really hope they stream Legacy. I personally hope they do. I don't know if they will. Other than that, we'll be back on Monday, and then we'll have a couple 1Ks coming up in the month as the months go. Thursdays from Modern, and Connor is Lomer Boy out there.
I am
So he
Lomer Boy
occasionally
indeed.
streams. I don't do anything.
Yeah, I'll be back
in,
on
in the public
streaming.
eye for Magic the Gathering other than this. So I like my little corner right here.
Yeah, I'll be back on streaming soon enough, but yeah.
We love you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Good to see you guys.
Bye.